Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Northernlion Live Super Show, the Friday, August 3rd. It's Thursday, August 3rd, 2017 edition. As always, I'm your host, Northernlion, joined by his team co-host, Rock Lee Smile.
Hey, everybody. What's up?
It sounds like you're about to fire us all. It's like you just called us into your office and you're like, thanks for coming, everybody. Corporate just said we're fucked. Like,
we didn't make our quota.
It's like 100 degrees in here again, so I'm fucked myself. I just lifted the cat up for the camera to show everybody, and then he gave me the dirtiest look, like I'm fired. So everybody's fired.
Cobalt isn't fired. He's here.
I'm here. Yay. And
Robert
I don't have my cat.
Yeah, am I fired?
I think you just got rehired.
Okay, yeah. You know what? That's the same kind of thing, right? So,
I want you to know I was laughing really hard in The Long Dark when you met that lady in the room and she was actually a Dark Souls NPC. It was like a blind lady with a shotgun who was good. Mainlander.
It's a little
know the customs of our land.
Chosen undead, bring me firewood. Yeah.
Anyway. We're going to play Isaac, and then we're going to play golf of some variety, and then we're going to play, in our final section, a little bit of Pinterio. Why don't we get started? This is the first time in, like, 4 years Isaac isn't in my last 5 most recent played games on Steam.
Oh!
I have to
That's
go
bizarre.
to my Steam library and click play.
I don't think I can say the same.
Oh, have you been defaulting back to the Isaac a little bit lately?
I mean, I'm at 217 on my streak right now. I PB'd.
That's pretty good.
Every run's a PB now, but
What does that mean? Oh, I see.
personal
Yeah,
best.
yeah.
Peanut butter. Peanut
I
butter.
was like,
It's a peanut butter, yeah.
This guy's got 217 like fastest clears in a row. That's incredible.
No, he's got 217 peanut butter sandwiches in storage for lunch, so that he's ready for the whole year.
Oh, you gotta melt them in your armpits.
It's a PB pace, as we call it, the peanut butter and salsa sandwich.
Yeah, I've actually been playing less because my hand feels like death. I had a cyst burst in my hand.
Oh.
Well, at least there was a bump there, and now there's not, and my hand hurts, so I'm guessing that's what it is.
That sounds like some kind of cyst, perhaps. Yes.
And so, yeah, I've been playing mostly clicker stuff the past couple of days, but I took yesterday off, so I should be fine.
That sounds like the opposite of what you should be doing, though.
What part of your hand was it
stuff,
on?
Like, clicker stuff is like...
It's way better than controllers, dude.
Oh, okay.
Anything with a controller is just, ouch.
I like clicker games. Good call.
Kate gets, occasionally she gets like these ganglion cysts on her wrist.
Yeah.
And I was like, you should really go to the doctor. And she's like, no, my sister goes to the doctor. Or my sister is a doctor, I should say. Yes, her
Sister. Hey,
Sister.
Judas Run. Here we go. I'm just gonna start us up so you keep talking.
All right.
Sure, yet.
Well,
but her...
can we not do Judas, though?
Oh, you don't want to die immediately?
Yeah, I'm good with
scared?
not dying
All right, eat and run. Let's go. Here we go.
But her sister told her, just get a big, like, textbook and snap.
A Bible, and then thump it. Bible thump.
HA9L. HA9L.
HA9L.
500.
KY4M.
KY jelly. 4N? Or M?
4M. M is in mother.
Let me get one more. Let me get one more.
KY4M.
Haggled.
Some KY for your
Oh,
mother.
come on. I don't even have Eden on this
What?
file. Locked? What?
Hey, got a little baby.
What is the... Did you guys start with a sweet mustache that makes you look like...
Yes.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
pissed.
what's that about?
I love that.
They added new helmets or whatever.
I thought it was
Occasionally, yeah.
I thought it was a bandage at first, then I realized it's like a platinum blonde mustache.
They actually added like 40 styles or some shit.
That's awesome.
You know what would really bring me back is if they added Harry Styles.
We should play this every day.
They should bring Harry Styles back. By the way, I'm like kind of cheating on this run because I'm playing co-op with Jess.
Dude, that's not cheating. That's like...
it makes it
That's
much harder.
providing
Actually giving
entertainment.
yourself.
Yeah, I think it makes it a little harder, maybe.
Well, I have full faith, honestly.
I thought you would say I have full face.
I've got a face full of cum right now.
I don't like letting other people not to get hit when I play Isaac.
Call that full face in the industry.
Yeah, that's a facial right there.
We did not lose our streak, guys. Calm your tits. We're just doing a random Isaac run because we don't have Eden unlocked on any file but our streak file.
If you start a Judas run in co-op, do you get a half a heart each?
You can't pull a character out without 2 hearts.
Is that the case?
So you just can't play co-op as Judas?
That's partly why I said.
I didn't even think about it, honestly. I didn't really, didn't cross my mind.
You guys play the anti-birth co-op though. I know you did with Kate, right?
Yeah, we probably played like at least 40 hours of anti-birth co-op. Like that is actually really good.
It is really good. It's way different than it works like you would think co-op would work rather than having a baby steal your life.
Dude, is there a slang?
That's what babies do. Anyway, go on. Yes.
They're parasites.
Yeah.
Oh,
on a spiritual and financial level.
Physically as well. They steal your energy.
Dude, I think about this still almost every day. Like
Wear
how
a condom.
metal, how metal the human race is.
Yeah, you should think about that every day as well. Yeah. No,
I feel like when I was a kid, it was different because we weren't quite at this level of like possible cyber dystopia. When I was a kid, it was like, yeah, babies drink boob milk, no big deal.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, that feels like an artifice of an analog age. It's like your baby gets born, there's no like baby soylent. You just let it bite your nipple and suck the juice out of your chest.
Well, that's what other animals do. That's what other like cows and
that's crazy.
It's a defining trait of being a mammal. Even dolphins have milk.
That's the best way to naturally give them nutrients. Like, you can't just give them cow milk when they come out.
I'm with you, but it's like the mother is a nutrient paste dispenser for her own child.
White goes in, white comes out.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Dude, that's the least weird. Like, that's not even on the realm of weird for pregnancy, okay? Crazier stuff. We won't even go into it.
Why do so many ladies like pickles when they're pregnant? What's that about?
Pickles and ice cream.
Lisa likes pickles when she's not pregnant, and then now she doesn't like them when she's pregnant.
It's a toggle switch. Pregnancy flips your pickle preference the other way.
When you get pregnant, it basically just multiplies you by -1.
Oh.
Yeah, that seems about right.
So she's not Lisa anymore. She's Aesel.
Oh, Aesel. We're fighting her in the Middle East. That's not good.
All right, maybe. I'm not sure I'm okay with that comparison, but yeah, okay.
My apologies, Lisa. You didn't deserve that joke. That was not right.
She's on a plane right now.
We're not fighting anybody.
Yeah, all right. That's good, yeah.
We're trying to stave off a little summer vacation boredom for the masses of Twitch.tv.
I guess so.
I like that, though. Is there a slang for cunnilingus? Hold me out.
Cuddly.
Munchin' bush.
I don't like. Okay, rug munchin. Any variety of munchin. Yeah. Okay. Baron von Munchausen.
No, he
going down? I don't know.
Going down, okay.
Yeah, going down.
We're just looking for other words.
Jamming the clam? Well, no, that's more masturbating. Yeah.
Is giving face a cunnilingus?
Brain.
Oh, no, but brain
is a blowjob.
No, those things, I think they carry over in both directions now.
No, so the thing is...
Oh, Rob's got facts.
I'll break down the etymology of this slang.
Give me an edamame.
Right?
Yeah, I'll have the edamame, please.
The brain is like, it's implying that you're fucking her so deep in the throat, you're hitting her brain.
Are you sure about that?
No.
Pretty much, yeah.
Have you ever popped champagne on a plane while getting some brain? And with that ass, she said, I ain't ever seen snakes on a plane. How is Kanye West throat fucking somebody on an airplane? The logistics of it are mind-boggling.
Yeah, I mean, if there's a little bit of turbulence, she's dead.
Turbulence.
Yeah, exactly. And not only that, but is he flying like Emirates or something?
Dude, that dick's a bullet.
How does he...
Watch out
for this.
How many G's is that dick going at?
I shot a gun in Florida when we went to Florida recently.
When you say I shot a gun, you mean you shot a gun?
No, I didn't shoot at a gun. No, I didn't use a gun to shoot another gun.
No, I meant, did you ejaculate? Because that's we were just talking about.
That's a love gun.
Yeah, several times. Yes.
Okay, so you didn't shoot a gun.
An erection in a jet? Like if you're going top speed, you're having to wear one of those suits that keeps your body from getting G-force. And more importantly, if you could get an erection, could you then come?
Oh yeah, what if you came, but it just like went deeper inside of you?
Ejaculation via centrifugal force.
Yeah.
Right.
Something like that, yeah.
So you go on that UFO ride at the carnival hard enough that you just soil yourself.
I mean,
What
you've
if you
heard of
just
the
have a
human
fetish for
centipede.
jets?
This is the human centrifuge.
Exactly.
Oh.
Wait, if you sat in a centrifuge, would it like mix up all your cum together so that your sperm gets bashed around and then
Well,
like
I think
creates,
if you were
creates
going
fusion?
They'd be all stupid at the end.
In fast enough in a centrifuge, it would just separate you into like, you know, layers of man soil.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, I already separate myself in layers of man soil every night, so you know.
It's like
How
soil
so,
and
though?
green.
Well, only 2.
What does that mean?
Top and bottom?
Well, the flesh part and then
and
the
pee?
semen part is really what I'm getting at here.
Semen gets its own part?
I'd say so,
You're
yeah.
you're basically equating semen to like
Oh
your
my God.
humanity entirely. Like
It's a layer.
human
I'm
existence.
expelling
I die.
carbon into the, you know, into the universe.
That's true.
Tell us about your gun.
Yeah. What gun did you fire?
I fired an M14 rifle.
An M14.
Oh,
was it an
M14A.
Yeah. Did you have it on
Um,
burst or single shot?
Where
Did
did
it
you
take
drop in?
5.56?
How many scopies did you have?
Dude, I forgot the name of the gun already. It doesn't matter because it can only have 2 attachments, which makes it a low-tier gun in
Low
today's
T.
modern PUBG world.
Isn't the M4 the one with 4 attachments?
Well, the M4
and the
is,
M1 is the one with 2 attachments.
Rob, tell us about your gun.
Yeah, so you shot this gun. Tell me
I
more.
shot a gun at the target. Yeah. It's
I
me and
saw
my
your
cousin who were
hit
taking
markers.
bullets. Yeah, no, me and my cousin. Well, so we went with family, and they wanted to shoot, but then they did not enjoy it. It turns out.
Oh,
So-
no.
Yeah, so like we were gonna shoot a lot more, and then we didn't want to be like dick bags and like have them wait for us to shoot more guns. So we only fired 20 rounds, but we hit the target 12 out of 20 of those
That's
rounds.
pretty good.
So, yeah,
That's
better
like
than
no
Dan in
rounds.
Battlegrounds.
Is that
Yeah.
one magazine?
it's I think it's like roughly one of the clips. You could get that
Sorry,
one.
magazine, you meant?
Yeah, it's a magazine.
You're right, yeah. But
You fired full auto, by the way, so like,
no,
because that would be incredible.
3-round bursts.
none of the guns in that place were full auto. They were all
Thank
semi-automatic.
God. Otherwise, that'd be like dangerous.
Yeah, very dangerous. Yeah. I mean, the rule was that like if you were 10 years or older, you were allowed to fire the guns. So.
Oh, wow.
Wow, 10
It's
years?
like kids
That's
in
pretty
the
old.
Ozark.
I know they should be
That's
letting
so
them in
stupid.
earlier.
It doesn't take 10 years to learn how to fire a gun.
Yeah, it's fucking move your finger. It's just basic motor function.
Yeah, it takes you 10 years not to learn to aim it at other things while
That's
you do
true.
it.
I mean, if you start firing a gun when you're below the age of 10, there is a chance that you would use that for some kind of petty cause. Oh, he stole my Lego, I'm just gonna shoot him. Right?
Yeah. No, that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Well,
mixing
if
the
you're-
wrong kind of cartoons or something with that. Watch
Yeah.
out.
So there's a lot of discussion in this country over, you know, at what point human life starts.
Right. Yeah. All right, we're going down
um,
that road today.
Has
huh?
anyone ever considered that maybe the answer isn't, you know, in the fetus years? Maybe it's actually like, you know, 6 years old.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not saying that
When
it
they
should
start-
be legal to abort 6-year-olds. But I'm just saying, when you look at a person's ID and they're like 18, they're not really 8. They've only lived for like 13 years.
Well, and
Yeah,
by various definitions that you might consider, they haven't lived at all. Right?
Well, I would until you pay your first year of income tax, you're still, as far
Oh
as
yeah,
I'm
you don't
concerned,
count
not
as a citizen then.
You should
not a
just
full
be
citizen.
Yeah, you should
Yeah,
really
but that's
just
a
be
society thing, and not
No,
just
you don't
being
deserve
alive.
life. You should be definitely skinned alive and
I
burned.
didn't say that.
Oh,
but-
sorry. What did you say?
I think
I'm
you
just
should
saying-
probably be a slave to the state, right? Like forced to
Yeah.
work in the factories, you know, and make the clothing and the technology for and then we're not going to be losing jobs, right? Because then, you know, we don't have to outsource. We just make the children do it.
That is important that we not lose the jobs.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah.
state-mandated slavery, definitely a good call.
I'm not saying
Let's go.
state mandated, but maybe state permitted.
Right.
Well,
yeah, no.
permission is sort of endorsement, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's implicitly, I'd
Which
say.
turns into a mandate.
But just news for you guys: if you subscribe via Twitch Prime, Twitch has worked out a deal with the American government that you're exempt from the mandatory military service that you'll have to do in my version of America. So
Right.
plus, you get a golden loot box in Overwatch right now.
$25 value if you can figure out how to extract the value from it.
If that didn't sell you before,
Probably several millions of dollars of value since you'll have your freedom as well.
Man,
Nah.
my friend was telling me he just watches Twitch, that he was watching another streamer, and basically the guy was just like, everybody just click your Twitch Prime sub button right now. I want to see how many we can get in 5 minutes. I was
That's a great
like,
idea.
my God,
serious?
Did
it's
it
super
work?
weird that you would run into
He
somebody
got
in the
like
wild who
700
watches me.
subs in 5 minutes. It just,
I mean-
not something I would personally do or say, but, you know, each their own.
Dude, first off, I'm just doing it selflessly. I don't want
No,
these
yours
people
is
to miss
funny.
out. I don't want these people to miss out on the golden loot crate, dude.
It's, I mean, if it was platinum, even, you know.
it could
I'd
have
go for it.
any legendary in the game in it, maybe. I can't remember.
Mine had a golden Torbjorn skin, I
Heroes
guess.
never die.
Dude, absolutely true. As long as you use your Twitch Prime token. I'm not even saying use it on me, but just get that golden loot crate. And then there's one other thing. You can get like, there's a point-and-click adventure games. Day of the Tentacle Remastered you can get for free right now.
I think that was
Yeah, but you
on
gotta
sale
use the
for
Twitch launcher, though.
$4 on Steam the other day.
Well, dude.
Have you guys
Twitch
played
Prime.
Kingsway?
I thank
You
you
mean
for the
Sway?
beautiful on-planned segue, Cobalt.
Boom.
Yesterday, I got a package in the mail from Adult Swim that cost me $15.
Oh no!
And inside it was a code for Kingsway and
Oh, so you bought it for
and-
$15?
and
the
a
most-
foam sword.
The foam sword was awful.
that was curved and bent like a broken.
My
penis.
dog ate mine the second day.
He
Or
ate them?
chewed it- He chewed it up, and we were like, "No, dog,"
Look,
but now we don't have to keep it. So
I
we did
love
dog,
Adult
kind
Swim
of.
games, and I think that they have some great ideas. I don't think the foam sword was one of them.
You know, I really like the plushie they sent me for the Slug
Yeah.
Cat game. That was pretty
Yeah,
cool.
no issues there. I think we should be consultants for them, and we could tell them how not to spend their money. No more foam swords. Those are
The
out.
thing is, they sent it in the biggest box, didn't
Yes.
they?
Yeah, it was huge.
like a massive box for this little foam sword that was already bent. You know, like
They were made in Canada though, so I do appreciate that.
oh,
Honestly,
Wait, they were made
all-
in Canada, shipped to the United States, and then you paid for it to import back over.
Yeah, no, it's a pretty confusing situation. Like, I think that economically, on like an international level, this single foam sword transaction might have cost the taxpayer like $100.
For a thing you didn't really want anyway.
Correct, yeah. I mean, it's a pretty minor problem. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, they sent me free stuff I didn't want. But like at the same time, it is like a little.
I'm just thinking about all those other parts to the transaction. There's too much shipping.
Like, dude, somebody built this, well, pressed a button to make this in a factory, and then they packed it in a box, put it on a truck. The truck drove to an airplane or a boat. The boat sailed to the United States of America, dropped it off. Somebody at the processing depot looked at it and said, okay, put it over here. This one's going to Atlanta now.
So
And they
much
all got
paperwork.
shipped to Atlanta, and then in Atlanta they said, okay, we're going to paste these P.O. box things on it right now. And then somebody put it on another truck, put it on another plane, flew it back to Canada. And then they were like, you have to pay $15 for this.
You know, $15, you probably take a bus out there to wherever their headquarters are.
Yeah, but I might get my head chopped off.
Well, that's a good point, yeah.
yeah. They emailed me a key and sent me that box, so
Same.
they double dipped me.
It's
Which,
still not as
That's a
bad.
good kind of double dip, though.
Yeah, that one's okay, but like
Yeah.
the worst was Prey, where Bethesda's like, we don't send advanced review codes anymore, and instead we'll send you this like moldy ass banana and like a pound of coffee and a mug, but no code.
Yeah, he's not joking about the banana. It was an actual physical fruit that was
It was
old.
and it was, I mean,
Oh.
it got shipped overseas, so it was like The banana stood no chance.
Tell me how the customs works for that, by the way. That's actually the one thing you could get in huge trouble for if you tried to bring over the border.
I think Bethesda might have accidentally smuggled. I'm not sure.
That's what I mean! I died. I freaking died.
This one's
I've been dead for a while, honestly.
Well, you're playing co-op.
Dude, like, the only thing that whenever I have, like, check out my game interaction from a developer, is just like, don't ever make me send an email back. Just send a code in the email.
Yeah, it's not that hard to email back. But yeah, I agree. I'm just saying.
It's like
it adds friction.
I know.
I don't even know how they got my address. Is the odd part. Like,
yeah, that's
how did you find me like this?
They asked for them a while ago. Everybody sent them in.
Not for me though.
Oh, I don't know. I specifically remember sending them my info at one point, so I get it.
I definitely did not. I don't know.
I wouldn't even. I would be actually 0%. I'm already like 1% mad. I was madder yesterday about the grocery store conversation, but like, I would be 0% mad if it just didn't cost me $15. If they just sent me something and I was like, I don't really want this, but it's a nice gesture, that's fine. But if they send something and it's like, it costs me money to open it up, and I'm like, oh, it's a foam sword.
I'm not mad either. I just, I want them to get the most value for their money so they have the most chance to last as long as possible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, the game was pretty fun anyway, for like about
that.
6 hours. It's pretty entertaining. I beat it twice in 6 hours, but there's different classes you can play.
Jeez, you gotta save up a little extra, you know? The second one's gonna be dry.
Dusty even.
How did they die with this run? They're playing Eden, and I don't have Eden, so I played Isaac.
Oh, the truth comes out.
I have a lot of good stuff. Yeah. I mean, I could have done... I can't do a seeded Eden run on my streak file. It's crazy.
So, like, this is pulling the veil back a little bit, but in all seriousness, I saw someone in chat be like, I got Twitch Prime, how do I get the loot box? There's like a little crown icon on the top bar that's purple. You click on that and it'll tell you everything you need to know.
Yep, and if you have better Twitch TV and there's a crown over your sub button, it means your Twitch Prime sub is ready to go.
True. I did not know that.
I didn't know that.
They added that in, yeah, as a thing.
It's a good idea.
I made my family in Florida sign up for Twitch so that they can give me free money with their Twitch
Yeah.
Prime accounts.
I tell people to steal their parents' Amazon Prime account. They
All
won't
right,
even
well,
know.
Don't.
That might be pushing
You know what, guys? If you can't get Amazon Prime
Oh
for
my
free,
God.
just rob a liquor store.
I'm
and
like,
you'll
if
have
you're
$5.
like 13, be like, hey, mom and dad, I would really like to log into Amazon Prime and watch all of these awesome free videos.
Chad,
and
if
then
you're not
once
willing...
you're in, boys, once you're in, you just click the next button. And
If you're not willing to sell plasma or suck cock so you can give me money, I don't want you in my audience anymore, basically.
Fuck yeah.
Man, you can sell your plasma in America? Lucky.
Hey, to tell you the truth, if you don't know my brand of keyboard, you're not a real fan.
Oh, I forgot about that one. Oh, man.
Just don't go propositioning anybody on the street for their Amazon Prime account.
Yeah.
Don't be, don't stay on the
Yeah.
corner.
No, just suck them
That's
off
a
and then
step
get
too
your
far.
own.
There you go.
It's just capitalism.
At least it's an exchange then. An exchange of services.
Note, I'm not advocating anyone suck anybody's dick. Please don't.
But if you do...
But I mean, if you did,
I don't know.
why
There's
not?
probably some line where you just shouldn't say some things, even as a joke. Maybe as a joke, it's not
on
good.
yesterday's
dip our foot in that
episode,
pool.
I said that I hated Kat Dennings more than Kim Jong-un.
Yeah, I do remember that. What was up with that?
I got exactly one person who was like, you know Kim Jong-un. Right.
Sometimes NL just feels feisty.
Yeah.
You know what? I kind of agree with you, though. Don't like her.
I did follow it up by saying she's clearly not as bad of a person as Kim Jong-un. I just, at the time, I didn't like her at all.
Has she, like, done anything
She was in
recently?
Thor 2 The Dark World,
Oh, was she?
and she
Oh,
called-
is she the Hex lady or whatever?
No. This is this is the last Thor movie from like 2013.
Oh.
So she calls Mjolnir Mew Mew, and it's like she
Oh,
doesn't know.
my
She's like
God.
she's one of the top scientists in her field, but she talks like a fucking idiot, you know. God damn Anyway, you know, it's
I
no
don't
big
get
deal.
Mew Mew. Why that?
Because she's her
She's
character is an idiot. Is that like, I'm not saying Kat Dennings is an idiot. You know, I think she's been in some lowbrow stuff, but I don't think she's an idiot necessarily.
Yo, speaking of Marvel movies, though, I saw fucking me and Jess went to go see Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, yeah.
I haven't seen it yet.
It is so good.
It's I really liked it.
I you know, keep in mind, grain of salt. I'm biased. Love Spider-Man, second favorite superhero, but
Takes place in New York.
yeah, exactly. So, but it might be my favorite Marvel movie now, actually.
Dude,
Don't
Michael
get my
Keaton.
hopes up.
Yeah, Michael Keaton was great in that,
Michael Keaton, though.
and Tom Holland was good too.
Batman
Tom
is villain.
Holland.
He did
Is
a great
Iron
job.
Man in it?
I never
Is
thought Batman
Ragtag?
would play a villain.
Can I raise one more potential good
Okay.
part of the movie?
Go for it.
Zendaya, though. Zendaya.
Yeah, I play as Zenyatta sometimes. He's all right.
Zenyatta.
Zenyatta, though.
Who else? Martin Starr is in that movie. Martin Starr, ladies and gentlemen.
Someone get the IMDb open. We could do this like for the whole.
Does anyone
Logan
know?
Marshall Green.
Anyone know who these people are? I don't know.
The guy from Prometheus
I
who
don't
is
know.
really sad that he made the biggest discovery in
Oh.
human history is in that movie.
Michael Fassbender is not in it, but
He would be great though.
he would have been great. Yeah, he would have been great.
Donald Glover.
Donald Glover
and
is in
gentlemen.
Did you
John-
accidentally pick a person that is in it?
John Favreau. John Favreau. Robert Downey
Ragnarok
Jr.
is in November.
Anyway, that's the end of that.
Yeah,
It's a
Very good
star-studded
movie.
cast.
I very, very much enjoyed that.
Dude, I liked
A lot.
it. I was
Yeah.
into it.
Thought it was very good. Oh, and by the way, I wanted to mention to you,
Yeah.
because you said that the thing at the end of the movie, you know,
Yeah.
the Marvel thing at the end didn't really show anything and it was just a little joke.
Did I say that?
Dog! Yeah, no, yeah, you did say that.
That was
said
very high pitched.
It wasn't at all.
I said that?
Yeah, I won't
Oh, no.
spoil it for people, but
I don't
like
even remember.
it sets up a potential future Spider-Man villain, and also implies it also
Yeah,
implies.
no, I know. Okay,
Yeah,
I know what you're
yeah.
talking about now. Because I went to the subreddit after, and they were like, "I can't wait to see that guy in the next movie." And I was like, "Who? The 2-bit actor that does nothing in this one?" And then they're like, "Actually." Anyway, I see. Dude,
Yeah, I hope they do Venom correctly this time. And I want to see a Carnage too.
Carnage would be really interesting on film. I would be really interested to see how they handle that.
He
Isn't
would murder
Carnage-
everybody.
Isn't he just Red Venom? What's the difference?
I also thought Carnage.
He's a
was
serial
Red.
killer.
He's actually
Oh,
like
that's- But
he was a murderer.
what is Venom then?
Venom is just like a guy that Peter Parker went to high school with, isn't he?
The Venom
Yeah.
is an alien suit from a different
It's
world.
like a symbiotic, some kind of parasite, like made out of black ooze, as far as I knew.
He got bit
Well,
by
yeah.
a radioactive snake, and then he became.
I think it's a different type of alien than the red ones or than the black one.
I think they're both the same alien type. It's just that they're different symbiotes. Like Black Suit Spider-Man is the same symbiote as Venom.
Yeah, but they're still the same color scheme there. I don't know.
Yeah.
I gotta look it up.
I don't
Yeah,
know,
the color is very important. I don't know beyond that.
I want to
But-
raise something about Thor: The Dark World that I didn't talk about yesterday.
Okay.
I think it might have the worst after-credits scene in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And I'll briefly, because the movie came out 4 years ago. If you're worried about Thor: The Dark World spoilers,
Yeah,
don't
right.
watch it. Okay?
That's
They
the one
take-
with the weird, like elf people or whatever.
Yeah. It's got Malekith is like the bad guy. He's
Yeah.
a weird dark elf. So I forget what it's called, the Aether or something like that. They capture the Aether, and it turns out, because this is a cinematic universe, the Aether is like one of the Infinity Stones. So they take the Aether in the after credits scene, they
In
take it to
liquid
the
form.
collector from Guardians of the Galaxy, Benicio del Toro. And they go, "Hey, here's the Infinity Stone, dude. You like, don't do anything weird with it." And Benicio del Toro is like,
Puts it
"I'm
in his
Benicio
ass.
del Toro. All
Yep.
I do is weird shit all day, every
Yeah.
day." They walk away before he even gets like out of earshot. Benicio del Toro goes, "1 down, 5 to go."
Yeah.
Benicio, they can hear you. You're all speaking the same language. Why doesn't he just like? I'm surprised the Thor Asgardians didn't come back and just be like, "Pardon me, like,
Yeah.
I mean 1 down, 5 to go." Like, I get that you're setting up This is back in 2013 when, you know, normie scum like myself didn't know what the Infinity Stones were, but still, it's like a little bit bad cybersecurity, dude.
Are you sure it's Benicio, by the way?
What is it, Benicio?
I think it's just Benicio.
Bunny Chow.
I thought I was saying the same
I think
thing.
I think you're right. I think it's Bunny Chan is what it is.
Doesn't
Pretty sure.
what's his name? Thanos just want the stones so that he can impress Death, which is one of the 4 cosmic beings
really
that created the
thought that was
universe.
going
Impregnate
towards
Death.
impregnate- Yeah, that's it.
No,
sounded
not
like,
impregnate. He's trying to impress Death.
Yeah,
For
that's the way I understand it. But
I
you
he
know
wants
what?
to
We're
destroy
gonna
the
have that story
universe
now.
to impress
There's
her.
going to be a resident expert on the show pretty soon, so...
Oh, is Mel joining us?
Yeah, MichaelalFox has been watching all these comics explained videos, so he can explain it to us.
Oh.
I'd really like it to see him explain the picture that I saw of Thanos riding a gyrocopter and saying, "I'll get you next time," that I saw.
I want them to do Darkseid in the DC universe, but then we have to deal with Superman and Batman again, probably.
Well, they already did Doomsday, and you know how well that turned out.
I forget
Yeah,
that
because
those
they
are
put
two
Lex
different
Luthor.
things.
Like, seriously? Come on. They put Lex Luthor's DNA inside of Doomsday.
Yeah.
What the hell is that about?
That was a stupid.
Why is
movie.
Lex
That
Luthor an
sucks.
important person at all to anyone?
He's like
He's
really
my least
smart.
favorite villain.
Well, but like, so there's 2 Lex Luthors is the thing. There's one, the original Lex Luthor's a mad scientist, and then the other one is like this like mad.
Just a rich bald
businessman.
guy.
Yeah, right. Well, because
I don't see why his
that's the
hair
other
is important, but you know.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
But so like the Batman vs Superman tried to do like the mix of both, where he's like the cunning businessman who's also a mad scientist kind of thing, and it was just kind of bad. I don't
They turned him into like a really bad version of Heath Ledger's Joker in that
yes,
movie.
yeah,
I felt.
definitely, yeah.
He's supposed to be really buff, and also I want him to wear a super suit from like a Kryptonite super or a
Oh,
Krypton
like-
super suit.
Like the purple and green one with the popped collar.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, hear me out here. You know who else is bald and super rich and pays our salaries? Jeff
The Monopoly guy?
Jeff Probst.
He is fucking jacked,
Dude, Jeff Bezos for Lex Luthor in the Justice League movie.
Hell
please.
yes.
Anybody that looks like Mr. Clean can do the job, pretty much.
He's saying he'd be able to better identify with the character if he's actually really rich.
Yeah. Plus,
Why don't
he
we
could
just
fund
have
the
Mr.
movie.
Clean do it? We could CGI him in.
I think
Great.
Kevin
I think
Spacey
we'd have
wasn't
to
bad.
CGI.
Kevin Spacey was a pretty good Lex Luthor.
Kevin Spacey. Oh my God.
I have a few movie preferences that are almost indefensible, okay?
Okay.
And this is one of them. I think that Superman Returns is not that bad.
Oh my God.
I think it's like a 6.5 out of 10.
I think that's fair, yeah. But
I
like
mean,
that
I'd give it a
movie-
5.
That movie is literally Superman lifts heavy things. That's what that movie is.
I agree. There's some really weird stuff, like he uses X-ray vision to like spy on his kids, and like I'm like, that's Superman. That's a little weird. But it's also you got to view it from the lens of 2006, whereas like superhero movies were mostly like pretty bad.
They didn't have ways to track your kids on their cell phone yet.
Yeah,
so, like,
yeah.
X-ray vision was the only option.
They didn't have the default settings in Snapchat, so
Yeah, and he also didn't have Lucius Fox to be like, am I gonna input my name into your eyeballs afterwards?
So if Superman Returns is when he's like coming back from like the future, then what time setting is the other one taken in? Because he has kids in that one, and in Batman vs Superman, it's just Lois Lane that he's
Right,
living
yeah.
with, no kids.
More like
So-
Lois Lame.
Superman
And
Returns.
Batman is old as shit already. So,
Superman Returns actually technically takes place within the universe of Superman 1, 2, and 3.
yeah, it's like a sequel to the Richard Donner ones.
But didn't
Yeah.
they use the same Superman?
No, Christopher
Actor?
Reeves
Oh, it's a
got
different one?
horrible
Yeah.
accident.
Not, well, okay.
Unable to reprise his role.
Yeah, he
Does
fell off a horse. I
He
know.
still have elastic S powers in the middle of his chest that he can pull off and trap people.
In that universe, yes, he does.
So why doesn't he ever use it? It seems like the ultimate tool for every problem.
Yeah.
Good question. Good question.
He used it once and only once and never again. If you don't know
all
what
he
I'm
did.
talking about, he takes the S off his chest, and it turns into a black hole to another dimension, and he traps the bad guys in it.
Oh, you're talking. That's the original influence for the Minus Realm.
The bizarre world, or is that different?
When he
No.
traps General Zod in the negative realm or whatever.
Oh, I remember. Okay,
Throws
yeah.
the S off his chest.
Why doesn't that happen more?
Actually, it's not an S. It's his family sigil.
My
Maybe
point
he
still
got it from his
stands.
weird ship.
He still has an
a
S
whole
there.
bunch of tools and stuff there that he
Does
can
have
use
an
only
S.
one time.
What happens to the S in that movie when after he takes it off? Does it reappear on his chest like it never left? Or does he carry these people in his chest?
His mom just sews him another one.
I don't
Well,
even
no,
know.
doesn't he? After he captures Zod, doesn't he show up in like a crystal like seconds later or something?
Yeah, he's like he's hurtling through outer space or something in that crystal. And he goes,
How'd he get
"I'll
in
get
there?"
you next time, Super Dupe."
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's one of those additions that like was not part of Donner's idea for the movie because they cut him off at the end, and then the other director fucking added in the super chest thing and also added in a hilarious scene where Zod is, you know, using his super breath to blow a hurricane through the city, and, you know, oh, he's got his super breath and a man's holding an ice cream cone. I wonder what'll happen.
Oh no!
Yeah, so, you know, shit like that was added in.
Did it
Well,
knock over the ice cream cone?
It went in his face, yeah.
Oh!
Yeah, and ice cream all over his face. And they played a slide whistle and everything. They didn't
Does
act
your
right.
evil know no bounds?
the part that bugs me isn't so much that the concept of the S being a portal is awful, because it is, but the problem is that that character has never had that power before. Where did they get that idea from?
Yeah, some serious power creep in Superman, man.
Well,
That's
the
some
original
sonic
Superman could
screwdriver.
actually destroy entire galaxies, but they had to remake him and scale his abilities down a little bit because he was too OP.
So he's not
He's
Frieza.
still super OP.
They changed him from a Frieza to a Vegeta. Like early Vegeta.
There's
Well, like-
always those problems with superhero movies. Whenever they have to do a reboot, they have to like establish a certain baseline level of power, but then in the second one, he's got to do something even greater. So if
Right.
they ever have to reboot it again, you got to start back from scratch. Where you see a scene where Andrew Garfield's like, "Oh, I can swing."
That's the problem with Superman is he's always amazing, and so
That's the problem with
And
like
his weakness
DC
is
heroes,
boring.
though. Like straight up, like if you ever watch the Flash TV show, every episode he gets a new power. He's fucking throwing lightning bolts and making swords and going back.
you
in
must
time and moving
learn to
walls.
vibrate your legs twice as fast to reach the mecha universe.
Flash is getting nerfed to shit, man. They're not even going to support it in HTML5 anymore.
Yeah, thank God.
That's fair, yeah.
Dude,
Poor
I
guy.
like what you said about Lucius Fox, though. Like, also, I think I just called him Lucius.
You
Lucius.
did, yeah.
I'm starting to worry about the way that I pronounce names, but that's a story for another day. The Lucius Fox in The Dark Knight is the worst person of all time. And I think I just brought up this exact anecdote on the show.
I think we've done a few of these bits already.
In The Dark Knight, Batman's like, "Hey, I gotta find the Joker. Can you turn on the NSA for me?" And he specifically says, once the box is open, it can't be closed again. And Lucius Fox goes, "I'm not gonna do. I'll do a lot of things, but I'm not gonna do that." And then Christian Bale's like, "Please," and he's like, "All right, but this is the last time." He said, "When you turn on the box, you can never turn it off again."
Yeah.
I thought he meant I will only make exceptions to my moral standards one more time.
Well,
yes, but
I will say, in fairness, in The Dark Knight Rises, you know, Lucius Fox isn't working for Batman anymore.
that's true. He took a stand after he opened up
That's-
every electronic
yeah.
device to surveillance and quit.
That's what the
He's
one
like-
more time meant. That's like, we're do one more heist together and then I'm out.
He's like the inverse Edward Snowden or something.
He's Val Kilmer in Heat.
I think he means
Now you got me
once you
started.
open it up, like there's no way that you can ever go back to the way it was before. Not as in like a
Not back to a pre-9/11 world.
Right,
Yeah, he's got to go back to the past, Samurai Jack. Watcha.
black to the blah 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 blah.
to play the shitty games that,
That suck ass, yes. Samurai Jack was known for that.
Why
Dude,
is
have you
eating
seen-
still locked?
Have you seen Val Kilmer's Reddit account?
No.
He's like a cool dude.
Is he?
He just, every once in a while, he just shows up. And like, someone will be like, yeah, you know, Top Gun was a really good movie. And he'll just, official Val Kilmer will pop in and be like, hey, thanks for mentioning that. Me and Tom had a lot of fun filming it. Those were the days.
That's nice.
And then,
Man.
yeah, it's amazing. He's just like a really, really laid back sort of dude.
Yeah, well, I mean, you see what happened to his body. He might as well be, right?
Well,
Wait, what happened to his body?
Nah, he's just fat now.
he's, a little-
Oh, okay.
he's like 60 or something.
I thought you were making a really, really bad taste joke that he's like paralyzed or something. And
Oh, that would be awful.
yeah, glad you didn't make that joke.
No, he's just a
Now,
big,
this
fat
is one of those
bastard.
times where, like, now that we've talked about it, I'm like, please, Val Kilmer, don't get in a terrible accident and get paralyzed in the next week. I already had a bunch of Linkin Park references in the Kerbal Space Program episodes that went up right after the events of like 2 weeks ago, and people were like, oh, it's a little insensitive. And we go, oh, wow, it's blood's still fresh, and they're already making fun of Val Kilmer, huh?
You gotta either not have a backlog or put annotations on your videos.
Also, by the way, I wanted to mention because someone said I was fat shaming. I'm a big fat guy. This is our work. We're allowed to be fat and make fun of other fat people.
I make fun of fat people all the time, and Lisa's like, how can you do that? And I'm like, I'm fat. I got like a free card. for this."
Exactly. Yeah, you get a pass. That's the one benefit of being fat.
Like, I'm not saying I'm not exactly the same. I'm just saying that's fat fuck.
Who do you go to get verified, whether you're allowed to say it or not?
You have to, I mean,
Is it just up
the
to another
scale
person to say
on the
it?
ground. What's
I
your
don't
body
The scale,
index?
but what does the scale have to say?
Fat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
All right,
You're
that's
not
easy.
fat, Nick.
I got
He
really
wants that
scared.
power.
Because, like, oh, that was not a good use of that card. We have a scale. I've been eating a little healthier, you know, walking around a bit more. And I stepped on the scale, and it said 81.8. And I said, what?
Yeah.
That's not good.
Are you dying?
Yeah, like, I'm, like, really, really sick. And also, where... like, how can I look like this and weigh 81 pounds?
Your colon is super dense.
Yeah, it was in kilograms. So I was like, okay, that seems more, that's accurate.
Fair enough.
Oh, thanks, chat. Said, don't worry, you're getting there. That's really
Oh, man.
Got him.
brutal.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Yeah.
am getting there, so it's true.
Nah.
I eat terribly.
Nah.
For us all, eventually.
I went and bought cookies and cupcakes yesterday.
Oh, dude, that reminds me. We went to a candy store yesterday.
Which
Is it
one?
Like a Wonka store?
No, it was called Dylan's Candy Shop, and it was very expensive, but
It's actually Dylan's.
who are the 5 best rappers ever? Think about it. Dylan, and Dylan, because I spit hot fire.
I don't think you can do that.
Can I not? Why?
I don't know. What did the scale say?
It's,
Did the scale say you're black and you can make that joke? Because
I think
I doubt it.
Say I'm Jamaican, actually.
Jamaican me crazy. That's what you're doing.
Yeah, that's true. Candy.
Tell me about your candy and what types you bought.
So I got sea salt and almond clusters, sea salt and peanut with
I
chocolate.
like
It's all
that
chocolate.
flavor combination.
I like
Yeah.
nuts. They're
I got
delicious.
chocolate covered cashews.
Ooh.
I've got like this dark chocolate covered sea salt and caramel thing.
Dude, okay, I'm just gonna lay off the sea salt, buddy.
I like
it's
sea salt.
delicious.
How many different sea salt flavored foods do you need to get?
It's trendy.
It's just too many sea salt flavored foods. Mix it up a little bit.
Salty and sweet is amazing, though.
That's what they say. Salty and sweet
Why
is
not
a
get
good
some
treat
with,
to
like-
eat.
They do say that all the time.
All the time. Especially
don't
on the New
they-
Jersey shoreline.
Just mix it up and put some volcanic salt in one of them.
You're talking about the pink stuff.
Yeah, the pink stuff.
That stuff's trendy too.
That is trendy. Just any kind of salt that isn't normal salt
Yeah, just salt.
for commoners.
That's like when they have pink salt and stuff.
So we were just talking about that a second ago.
Yeah, it's volcanic.
Sorry, I was eating
Supposedly.
chocolate.
No, that's no problem.
From the Himalayans.
Can we talk about like favored nuts? Because I feel like people are way into the cashews. Is that correct?
Cashews are
Cashews
very
are like-
expensive but delicious.
I like
They're like-
pistachios a lot too.
Cashews are my favorite nut, I will say.
It's one of those nuts. It's like a ribeye steak. Is like I don't want to buy it myself because it's expensive. But if you got them, I'll love them. Okay.
Can't eat
I'm
all
most
about
nuts,
cashews.
so like no almonds for
that's
me.
right,
But I
yeah.
can have peanuts, I can have pistachios and cashews. I like all
I
of
gotta
those.
be straight up with
Those
you.
are my top 3.
I'm a peanut man.
Really?
Plain,
Yeah.
dry roasted, honey. What do you like?
I salted peanuts and like
Yeah.
I don't
Wow.
mind like a
I like
honey
honey
or a,
ones.
Yeah. I'm a peanut dude. I like peanuts.
Oh, that's a milk
like
toast
walnuts,
choice
too.
for a milk toast man. So,
That's the
you know.
thing is I feel like peanuts are like the they're like the vanilla ice cream. They don't get enough
What about
respect.
least favorite nut?
I hate and hate is a strong word. I don't like Brazil nuts.
Oh, really?
Which one of
it's
those?
just- They're
I don't like
huge.
almonds.
Ooh, I can see why, but I disagree.
They're really hard, and then the textures. I don't know.
They got like a skin on them usually that not
Yeah.
everyone's a big. I love almonds, but I can see where you're coming from.
I'm not crazy about almonds either. Yeah.
I don't like any nut that takes more than one bite to eat. Is basically where I'm at.
What about walnuts? So you could break them up.
I'm okay with a walnut, but a walnut's almost too much nut for me as well.
I actually
Too
love
much nut.
walnuts. Walnuts are probably my number 2, to be honest
Really?
with you. Yeah.
They look like brains.
Yeah, they're
Yeah, I
weird
can
looking
agree
and
with
they
you on that.
taste like totally unique.
When you
They
eat
just
them, you
taste like
take their
walnuts,
knowledge.
They make my mouth itch if I eat too many of them.
Dude, that's the oral
might be
allergy
allergic.
syndrome.
Yeah.
That's what
They're
I
pretty
can't
good
do.
though. They're pretty good.
One almond will put me out for like the rest of the day of mouth itch. I can't handle it.
Oh man.
I also have to ask because this came up yesterday. What do you call a fruit? This isn't a joke. It's a trivia question. What do you call a fruit that's green on the inside
Kiwi.
and fuzzy on the outside? Yeah.
Kiwi.
You know what? Apparently, I got New Zealand
Refers to
splained.
New Zealanders only.
Well, they said NL. It's not called a kiwi. It's called a kiwi fruit.
You also said New Zealanders are former prisoners. That was
Yeah.
Australia.
I mean, 6 of 1 haven't done anything. I was actually making a tongue-in-cheek Flight of the Conchords reference, but we don't call them kiwi fruits in North America. We call them kiwis.
Yeah,
We do
we do call them
yeah.
kiwis.
We may be wrong, but that's what we do.
Mm-hmm. That's like America's motto, honestly.
We're big on being
Yeah.
wrong and doing it anyway.
Yeah.
Hey, you know that thing that you've been doing for like a few hundred years? We're gonna do it slightly differently.
And then we're gonna call it American.
We're gonna
Yeah.
yell at you when you do it the way you've been doing it, because it's wrong.
We're gonna put it up on a pedestal and we're gonna say it's a tradition, and we're gonna say if you don't do it this way, you're an idiot.
That is what liberty is, my friends. That's what freedom looks like.
Liberty,
So that's how liberty
fraternity.
dies.
Yep.
Yeah.
By the way, dude, Natalie Portman, you think she like is
Vapes?
really sad?
Oh.
Like,
You didn't have to do that ballerina movie.
well, yeah, but she won like, she was part of a Best Picture.
That was a
winner
great
there.
movie, though.
Doesn't mean
She's
she's,
a-
not sad.
Well, it's true. Okay. Look, depression can strike anybody. This is not really where I was going with this, but it's a good point to make regardless. But she's like, as a kid, she was like touted as this like actress who's like so talented. Somehow she gets roped into doing all 3 of the Star Wars prequels, and then she's
Yeah.
like, "Hey, I got a steady job in the Marvel universe. Oh, cool. What are you gonna be like Black Widow or something like that? Or Hawkeye's wife? No, I'm gonna be Jane Foster, the love interest in Thor, who is just like killed off screen before the 3rd movie, apparently.
The only mistake she made was hiring her agent. That's it.
Yeah, I feel like she just backed out of the movie because she had better shit to do. Yeah.
Yeah,
Really
maybe
boring part.
she actually didn't want to be a part of it. So I'll
I think,
wait. Is this... So chat says Jane Foster becomes Thor in the comics.
yeah.
What?
I
Wait,
feel
like
you
anything's
could-
possible now.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, I feel like you could make that statement with any nouns filling in the blanks. Oh, yeah. J. Jonah Jameson became Spider-Man for one of those weird arcs in the 1980s.
Well,
Yeah,
so
comics
like,
get weird sometimes.
The thing is, like, in the comics, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but originally, basically what happens is Thor gets thrown to Earth as punishment. And,
Why? He goes there all the time.
Well, so, like, basically, like, Odin sends him there to be punished, and
Bob Odenkirk
forgets that he's
Dude!
Thor.
That would be a great casting choice, but I digress.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, like he forgets that he's Thor, and then he has to like transform into Thor every time he wants to solve a mystery or something. You know, whatever the fuck he does. Hits people with a hammer.
Yeah, it solves mysteries. Mostly mysteries.
Dr. Octopus becomes Spider-Man at one point? You can't do that. Was he like it's a clandestine, like he took over Spider-Man's body, or like Spider-Man broke his back and Doc Ock was like, don't worry about it.
I got your back for a while.
Yeah.
Literally got your back because it's broken, I found out.
Yeah, no, it was a good one. He's in Peter's body.
Wait, I mean, a lot of people are in Peter's body. What does that mean?
Like psychically, or like a cybernetic implant or something, or
I mean,
sexually.
Comics sometimes just gets too fucking.
Doesn't like Peter Parker die in the comics or something, and then another person comes over and takes over being Spider-Man?
There's a couple of Spider-Mans. There's even Miles Morales who is...
Mary Jane is Spider-Man for a bit.
Miles Morales, isn't that Tails from Sonic
Tails.
and Knuckles?
Yeah. I have no idea.
Thor becomes unworthy of the hammer, and then Jane becomes Thor. I'm not trying to make this like a, you know, shit on Jane Foster party, but how is Thor unworthy of the hammer and Jane Foster's like next in line?
You just gotta
so
be pure
that's like,
heart, dog.
we're fighting Yahoo's going down the shitter.
How is his hammer getting crushed?
Yahoo, and new CEO, the Yahoo CEO's wife. You know, it's a little nepotism, it feels like.
Maybe she could pick up the hammer. That's the whole thing, isn't it?
In the comics, Captain America can pick up Mjolnir.
That's pretty sweet.
Why?
Yeah. Because he's like super pure and like good intentioned and like.
So he's a god?
Dude.
No,
you don't
you
have
just
to be a
have to
god.
be worthy of the hammer. Like the Infinity Stone guy can pick it up.
What about the Infinity
Why?
Ward guys? Can they pick it up? Are
Not
they
the new
pure?
ones.
Yeah, not them.
Why? We've already gone over why does Iron Man just give all the other Avengers Iron Man suits? Because it's a force multiplier. You can't be made worse by having an Iron Man suit. Why aren't all the Iron Man suits made out of Wakandan vibranium?
Well, that's a lot of vibranium.
It's very expensive.
Answers. Tony in Iron Man 3, Tony Stark perfects the formula that allows you to regrow body parts. You can grow human flesh in your chest. He can't find a way to replicate the atomic structure of vibranium?
They also make like a digital assistant into a human being, which fights.
Thor smashes an Infinity Stone with his hammer, and it becomes a superhero. They can't make more metal?
Yeah. That's a fair point.
What if that all ended up being like a big commercial for Bing or something at the end? That'd be weird.
Like how?
Who made Mjolnir again? Was it wasn't Odin, was it? It was like some other.
No.
It used to be a dwarf star or something.
Well, I think the dwarves in Norse mythology made it, maybe. I think, or a dwarf, maybe.
No, I think it was one. Maybe it was one of the four. Whatchamacallits, like
Horsemen?
death. They're like the four horsemen, but they call them something else, like the four creators or something, or I can't remember what they're called.
That's not a
Entropies. They're
creator.
called the four entropies.
Oh, what about entropy?
It's
Oh, what about them?
I don't know. I think one of them maybe made the hammer. I'm not sure.
How are the Isaac runs going?
I'm doing a lost run right now, and I got Dr. Fetus and Sat Bombs.
I died twice and got bored and forced Jess to play a run, so.
Oh, okay.
Right now, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm in some sort of weird state of complacency until this goes away, so whatever.
Would you like to move on to a golf game?
Yeah, actually, that would be great.
All right.
Sounds fun.
I just died anyway. Perfect timing.
See you in 3 minutes.
3 deaths.
yeah.
What the fuck? Is Isaac hard or am I worse?
I think
That's all RNG.
When was the last time you played?
Exactly. Once
Like
you get
2
out
months.
of the Isaac language, it takes a bit to kind of
Well,
reacclimate yourself.
I got a bunch of shit items too. I had Cursed Eye, which didn't help, and then I got a bunch of health downs.
Yeah.
Stupid
Oh, you
Cursed
took
Eye.
pills?
Stupid Cursed Eye always shows up when you can't see your items.
Which golf are we playing?
It's
Yeah,
cursed.
it's up to you, Nick.
Golf with your friends, because we did
Okay.
it last time.
Fair enough.
Let's go golf.
Golf it also, though. They did finish the Pirates Cove. It's now out of under construction, so that'll be next time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and also, you know, in the comics, there's like a whole storyline, you know, spoilers kinda, but because of how shitty the resolution is, I don't care.
Okay.
Batman, like Bruce Wayne dies,
Mm.
he gets shot in the head or something.
Yeah.
Eventually, like a year or two later, it gets retconned out, and they bring Bruce Wayne back. Yeah, they bring him back.
Wait, let me guess. The Flash goes through a wormhole to go back in time, and he pushes the bullet out of the way before it shoots Bruce Wayne in the head.
Way stupider than that.
Oh, now I can't get to those depths then. You're gonna have to tell me.
The bullet sends him back in time, just because I don't know why.
Because.
And he goes back in time and has ancient times adventures as Batman, and then
Oh,
back
no.
to the, yeah, and then comes back to the future.
Nice. Medieval
So-
Batman. He got trained. Even
Yeah.
better.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Kappa. I'm sure
So-
they have better training regiments in the future than in the past.
Yeah, so that's why I only read Batman graphic novels and not the main series of Batman.
Please look at Bear's Twitter. What the heck is that? He got like an enormous, in donut terms, I guess that would be called an eclair.
Mmm. I love eclairs.
Eclairs are usually like chocolate and cream or something, right?
Yeah, it's
Chocolate and
like
custard.
pastry, chocolate on the top, and then custard inside.
This is just it's a donut that looks about the size of like a Samsung Galaxy Note 3.
Hmm.
I don't know what kind of donut it is though. I hate
You
to
know-
say it. I don't like rectangular donuts.
Hmm.
A circular, because there's too much surface area in the middle for me. I like
can
a
tell
ring
you-
donut because it's all like it's equally cooked and every bite's as good as the last.
I can say typically that I go nuts for donuts.
Oh yeah.
Do very much enjoy them, especially. What's your guys' favorite donut?
I'm honestly, I mean, I don't eat that many donuts. I really like an old-fashioned cake donut with just like a simple syrup and a light feather dusting of sugar on it.
Oh yeah,
My favorite are just chocolate-covered donuts.
Are you like a
Chocolate.
bread donut guy or a cake donut guy?
I mean, I like the blueberry cake ones,
Okay.
but just prefer a regular chocolate-covered donut. I like donut holes too.
Thank
Oh.
you. I love you.
I love you too,
Something
Jess.
I love you.
Sorry,
Hi, Jess.
I'm making her get me water.
Something about the donut hole
Yeah,
is
making
better
her
than
make
like
me
a
a
regular
sandwich.
donut.
Yeah, you get like the whole donut in every single bite.
Yeah, I guess that's it. I mean, I feel like it almost tastes better, but that can't be right because they're made out of the same thing.
Do you want me to make the lobby, or did you make one, Nick?
I've been trying to fix some audio problem that chat's saying I'm having, so I didn't make it yet.
I'll make one. Also, hi, Malf.
See,
Hi, Mel.
We're talking about comic books.
Yeah, it's your wheelhouse.
Oh, I saw. And first of all, Doc Ock doesn't take over Peter Parker's body. He kills him, and then he sees what Peter Parker was all about, and he becomes a changed man, and he becomes Superior Spider-Man, and he tears shit up. It's good.
So, in order to become a better Spider-Man, he had to kill the Spider-Man?
it's simple. We
Yeah.
kill the Spider-Man.
You know.
Hey Nick, if you like clicker games, by the way, you should check out Summoner's Wars because it's basically like Clicker Hero but RPG combat.
Okay, I'm in.
It's a mobile game and it's pay to win, but it's like you can just play it infinitely almost. You know, like Clicker Heroes
Well,
or something.
I don't know. I played a lot of Merge Dragons, and I think it broke my phone, so maybe I shouldn't do it.
Oh, I use a Apple iPad Pro.
Yeah, it, like,
play.
heated up
You
my
can play it on
battery.
your phone.
It heated up my battery so bad that it, like, made my screen pop out.
Oh, you must have been really playing the shit
Jeez,
out of
yeah.
that.
Dude, what kind of numbers did you get up to there?
It's not
10-hour
even
binging.
a clicker game. It's like you drag dragons into other dragons and they become bigger and stronger dragons, and then you like harvest energy out of stuff. It's not really a clicker, but I don't know, it made my battery really hot for some reason. I wasn't even doing anything all that crazy. So I
Look how
gotta like
stupid these
go to
butterflies
Albany
are.
now to fix my phone.
Why do the butterflies fly backwards?
Cause
Yeah, that's weird.
it's
Did you know
just
you
a
can scroll the butterflies?
What?
Can you?
All right.
In-
Apparently, he
not
does
at
take
all.
over his body. I was misinformed.
Oh,
But
I'm
how
coming.
and why?
Well, he's got octopus powers. Everybody knows
Yeah, but,
octopuses
like-
have the power to take over people's bodies.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Because that's how he understands what he was all about. Because I was just like,
Yeah.
that's right. He
And
takes
he's
over his body.
really good at squeezing into, like, bottles. He can do that
Yeah.
really easily.
Oh,
There's
that's
so many
right.
bad game names.
oh yeah, you don't show
Yeah.
the lobbies when you go in.
Holy
right
moly.
What? I don't know why this game attracts that. It's such a casual, chill game, and yet there's like crazy, awful shit.
I will say,
Doc is dying, so he swaps brains so he can live longer.
That's right. That's right.
Huh.
well, I will say, I highly recommend a great deal of the classic Batman comic graphic novels. There's some good ones, and
Let's
they're a
go.
good read.
We
Like-
need 2 more people.
I don't have an invite.
You don't get one.
Information is in the
On
Discord.
You
The
never
John
get an
game.
invite.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's no worries. I'm getting in some pretty good practice right here.
Oh, I forgot I could practice.
Mhm. Bless
Oh
you.
my lord.
Did
Oh,
Doc
no.
Ock just infest your brain?
That was a good one.
He took over his body. I could hear the difference.
Right.
Sometimes if you try to mix your sneeze up, it's more satisfying.
I try to stop it sometimes, but it's like too much of a habit now.
That can kill
can't-
you.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
well,
Try to
I don't know if that's
Embrace the release.
Yeah, you're just gonna prolapse your anus if you try to
because
do
like
that. Just
you
go
ever
for it.
think like that had to happen in the wild. You're like, oh, the neighboring tribe is coming to raid us. Everybody hide, and then one dude sneezes, and it's all over, right? You got to be able to hold in a sneeze in dire circumstances.
Your heart stops. You can't do it.
I'll do it. I'll do it right now.
It's not good for you. Come here, kitten. Come here.
We need 1 more player.
Come here.
I'm coming. It's won't let me type.
I want to play like a really good RPG that I haven't played before, but I don't know what to play. That's not going to take like 105 hours
The Witcher 3.
and kill my stream. That's like 105 hours and kill my
Yeah.
stream.
Yeah.
Persona 5.
Oh,
That's
I really want to play that actually.
Persona non grata.
Mhm.
Gratata.
I'm still pissed off at them for like trying to tell me what I can and can't stream though.
Yeah.
You should 100% Skyrim.
No, I've already beat Skyrim and it was one time was enough for me.
I'm with you, dude.
Yeah.
I'm one and done on games like that.
No offense,
Even
Mal.
when they release DLC.
What?
Get 100 mods and make all the dragons into some kind of choo-choo trains.
I just don't find that entertaining. I like playing within the boundaries of usually of what the creator has provided.
Yeah.
But
Funny enough,
wait,
I like
you
the
mean-
you can
exact
see the
opposite.
appeal.
You mean God?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, he
Either
said
way.
the creator with a capital T. He means Tyler.
Oh,
Right, yeah, yeah.
I haven't played Final Fantasy VI. That's true, but I don't know where I could get that.
Now, when you say
I'll
6,
stream
do
it.
you mean 3?
The one with I'm guessing they're talking about the one with the crazy clown guy and the magic tech suits.
Jafar.
Oh, it's not. No, it's not the evil genie from Aladdin. I don't know what his name is.
Why'd you call him the evil genie from Aladdin?
I mean, he
We're
is
on
an
a
evil
first-
genie.
We're on a first name basis with Jafar. Also, he's not
Well-
a genie. He's a vizier or something like that. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
he's
He's a
not-
vizier until he's a genie.
He does get genie powers at one point, but
He's
does?
a brazier.
Yeah. And number 2, he's an evil genie, and they're like, "Oh God, our genie sucks compared to this powerful genie. How are we gonna beat him?"
well, no, in the first one too, he gets genie powers.
I didn't remember that.
Yeah, that's what he does. When he, remember he becomes the giant snake, and he, fucking has like super Satan powers and shit.
Yeah.
This strikes me, by the way, I don't know if this is a Canadian thing, but are your Dairy Queens also called braziers?
No.
No.
We have these Dairy Queens, and it's like Dairy Queen brazier.
I don't know what the fuck
That's
that
like
is.
a-
They're
Do you
doing
know
some
what
shit on the
old- do you know what I'm
side.
talking
Timey thing you put fire into.
Yeah, it was like a
Or-
scones or something.
I was thinking of like the busty thing.
Yeah, somebody Googled Dairy Queen brazier, and then explain that I'm not crazy to me as well.
You might be.
Thanks, Agam, for the 9 months. Let's name
We
our
have
baby
those.
Swak Swaka.
What?
We have those. We have those. It just means they have a grill.
Oh.
Yeah.
What a strange way to describe that.
Braise it and praise it.
Rob, you went right over the hole. That
I
sucked.
know. It hurt. It hurt.
In and out of the hole. Can't wait.
I had a,
time.
speaking of food, I had a cat's delicatessen sandwich yesterday.
Ooh.
I saw the
It is
picture.
so good.
What did Jess
Yeah.
think of the line?
Is
You
there
know what?
like?
It wasn't super packed.
Oh,
There's
weird.
collision.
Oh, okay. I was like, this is either really
What?
glitchy or.
Yeah, no, it wasn't crazy packed yesterday, but it was. Well, we did meet a crazy guy on a bike who wanted.
Ah!
That's where they always are.
Not the
Right.
bike, man.
How
Yeah.
dare you?
He said that my name is Poppy now, and that Jess should call me Poppy.
Oh, hey,
So-
Poppy.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love it when you
so-
call me that.
Uh huh.
Big Poppy.
Oh
yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You cost me a hole in one, so you got one instead.
God dang it!
Did he ball bounce you?
You did ball bounce me.
Oh man.
Owl
That's
Poppy
rough.
Patrol.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he also he was like, "Hey man, you got a cigarette?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And then he like walks with us for a while and talks to us about how, you know, information technology has led to a bunch of deaths and identity theft and stuff.
That's true.
It's like,
Yeah.
and he's like,
Sounds like he's got his head screwed on straight
I
right
mean,
now.
it's like, yeah, it's true. And he's like, it's just like, tell me if you agree with this. Since credit cards, how many identity thefts are there? They're like, yeah, no, yeah, there's a lot.
Did you ask him if he has one of those RFID protection wallets? Because that'll probably help.
I do.
There you go.
Good idea.
It's a fossil wallet too, so it's all like leather and nice.
I don't, but I also have to call Visa like once every 6 months to tell them to like, hey, somebody in Amsterdam bought a loaf of pumpernickel on
Yeah.
my credit card. Can you like not
Yeah.
let them
Somebody
do that?
skimmed my card again when I was at the gas station. I guess I got to get another
Exactly.
one. Exactly.
Oh,
I'm an
not
idiot.
the first hole.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I guess they have like stations set up all over New York City that like read your Easy Pass, so when you're driving around the city, they can like keep track of you.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
So that's something they do.
Well, the dude, he was on a bike, and I gotta tell you, he said he was 63 years old. He looked pretty good. So whatever drugs he was on, I gotta take some of those because he was a good-looking dude for a 63-year-old man on a bike.
Okay.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
It's all the
Maybe-
cycling.
Well, it might have
No,
been the
it's
meth.
definitely the drugs though.
Yeah, I think it might. I mean, he was clearly fucked up on something. Is all I'm getting at.
Paranoia sounds like.
Yeah, that's probably part of it.
Be
I
a
wish they would
fucking
take a guy like that
paranoiac.
and put him on Survivor.
Mm-hmm.
That
just
would
like-
be
Okay.
dangerous.
Plant one
It
on
is
there.
a little insensitive, but taking 16 homeless people and putting them on Survivor.
I was just saying 16 is
That's not
next
fair to the
level.
other 15. He's got
Yeah,
like
exactly.
a built-in advantage.
Well, he's
They're
the
gonna get-
sleeper cell.
The rest of them are just gonna get shanked and eaten.
Are they cannibal homeless?
Yeah, all the homeless people in New York are cannibals. That's the one thing you got to watch out for.
That's just
It's one of
projection,
those
Rob.
ideas that makes me wish we lived in a completely moralist society.
Mhm.
Like we're closing in on it, but we're not. Even,
We're
haven't
like
begun to dig in the depths of the
6
depravity.
months out from being all the way.
Yeah.
It's like one of those things that was like, you know, people talk about experiments you can never run due to them being extremely unethical. It's like, what if you took 2 identical twins and you like
tortured
raised
one of them
until the age of 18 in a completely dark room where they never experienced light, and then
you know who did those things is the Nazis.
And the Russians actually
were not in power long enough to do an effective twin study like that.
Well, you know, the Russians, they had that psychological experiment where they killed dogs and then put a bunch of electrodes in their decapitated dog heads. And...
I have seen those gifs.
Yeah, well,
don't do that.
Oh boy.
Well, see, the thing is, those were like terrible experiments, obviously, and horribly unethical. But we did learn a lot from them as well.
Yeah, I'm not arguing you can't learn something from it, but like, don't do it.
Yeah, definitely don't kill
We don't
dogs.
need to learn these things.
Let's be honest. Nobody here is in a position where that's even plausible. Does anyone here
anybody here in chat can't cut heads off dogs and put electrodes in them?
Set electrodes up to them and submit the videos to nature? I don't think so.
I guarantee there's one person in this chat that can do it.
He's got something better to be doing with his time then.
Yeah, probably.
Have you guys seen the show Ozark?
I have not.
No.
Yeah,
I watched like 1.5 episodes of that actually.
It's
the
decent.
cutting the animals up reminded me of it.
Yeah, the kid. That was
Is it on
it's a
It's a
weirdo.
Netflix original. Jason Bateman's the director.
Yeah, and Star.
Some of it, it's like a little. I'm kind of like, I don't want to say cliche, but it's just like, you know.
I could see a lot of it. I predicted it before it happened.
Yeah,
I was like,
but
oh,
I
I
mean-
think this guy's gonna do this twist.
But it's enjoyable. And the one thing, you know what I'm talking about. That was pretty cool.
Hear me out here. I'm pitching a show to Netflix.
Okay.
How sick would it be if they combined Making a Murderer
And
with
Daredevil.
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Who wants to be a murderer?
Who Wants to Be a Murderer?
Right. So you get $1 million if you have the balls to kill somebody?
Exactly.
Okay.
You've nailed it right there.
I
It
mean,
would
I'd
be a
watch.
very popular show.
Mm-hmm.
Oh!
Did you get a hole-in-one jumping over everything?
I jumped twice and I
That's-
got in there.
Not bad.
You got to do some like serious like jury, you know, examination kind of thing going on. Like you got to, because you can't just like get random dudes because everybody would just go in there and just fucking murder people. You got to get like, you know, we got a Mormon reverend and we'll see if
Right,
he wants
yeah.
$1 million. You know what I mean? Like that'll make it interesting.
And then he has to kill people he disagrees with.
Yeah.
But like the first one is like, you know, you have to kill this dude who is a serial killer, and that's $500.
So it's
And
Dexter Simulator.
when you get up to $32,000, just like, we just picked a random person from the studio audience. And when they get up to like $1 million, it's his own like firstborn child.
That's like the show Nerve or whatever. Where
This
they have
feels
to go around
morally
doing
dubious.
the different things.
That sounds good. Actually, okay. I'm gonna make a lot of people hate me
Okay,
right now.
Good.
You love
I,
doing
uh,
that.
I'm ready.
I mean, it's always fun. But so in Florida, there was
You
like,
can legally shoot a man dead because
Well,
It's called Stand Your Ground. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, no, that's true. No, but so there was a so my cousins were watching this show. It's called Impractical Jokers.
oh yeah, okay.
I gotta say, that might be like one of the worst fucking shows I've ever seen in my life.
So I've never seen Impractical Jokers, but I saw all 4 of the Impractical Jokers on a late night show, and I was like, I'm never gonna watch this. They were like, yeah, this fucking hoser over here, we made him, you know, chug a bunch of hot sauce up his asshole, and then they laughed for like 45 minutes, and I was like,
Yeah.
that's not funny.
Oh, so
Yeah,
it's the
Picture
new
of
Jackass.
aftermath would be funny.
No, that's basically what the show like. My experience with the show is like literally a bunch of guys sit behind a monitor and there's a guy in with the headphones in hearing what they say, and they sit
Oh.
behind the monitor and they go in the headset and they're like hey you know what, tell her your toes smell funny.
Whoa.
And they just like they hysterically laugh at like the stupidest
That's
shit.
hilarious.
It makes me so mad.
Do her
It just
toes
makes me
actually
so
smell funny, or
angry.
is he just making it up?
You know what? I don't know.
I was watching this stupid show on Monday, and all these talentless idiots thought it was hilarious to sing the James Bond theme song at the same time.
Yeah. Fair,
Okay,
fair,
I had to
fair.
change my ball to gold, so I'm coming back in now.
But all I'm
Oh
saying
my
is we
God.
don't have a show on True TV. You know what I mean? That's all I mean. All right.
Game already running. Oh no.
Did you?
Not the basketball one.
I'm gonna ask you a question as judgment-free as possible. Did you quit the functioning lobby to change your ball color to gold and lock yourself out of being in the game?
I didn't lock myself out. You started it, but yeah, I left.
I got cranberry juice.
Nice.
You were like the healthiest dude I know.
I ate bone marrow poutine last night.
Whoa!
Pretty healthy.
I think we have to like make a new lobby. Is
Oh,
that-
that's
Because I
shitty.
hate that hole.
so everybody click retire.
Candyland
in the
and
menu?
Dunk. Kind of glad I dodged that bullet, actually.
All right, I'm gonna do the same settings, but like, just put a 2 at the end of the game name to find it.
Bone marrow kind of freaks me out. Does it taste as weird as it sounds?
It's like it's just like salty kind of like broth.
It's like goo,
sort
right?
of stuff. Yeah, it's like it's not like broth. I don't know. It's just like
It's like
I don't know how
goopy
to
gravy.
explain it. It's like it's not it's chunkier, but
It
not,
reminds me of like gravy that's been sitting in the fridge for a while and all the fat settles on the top.
Yeah, it's a little congealed, slightly, I guess.
Join up.
Does it add much to something that already has gravy?
Well, for this, I think it was maybe slightly gimmicky, I guess.
Oh.
Join up.
It was good though. It was a really good poutine. I'm joining.
Where's your dang game?
It's called
There
Dat
it
Pennings
is.
2.
I see.
It moved back to the front, so it's actually easier to find.
Oh, there we go. Same.
Yeah, congealed is not a very appetizing word, I agree.
Nope.
Ah, I like it.
I got no problem with bone marrow.
Yeah.
Oh, Malvin, you joined it. Ruined the font. It's in like wingdings now.
Are any of you guys gonna mess with Path of Exile when the new stuff comes out?
Probably not.
Yeah.
I'll play it eventually. I'm not really in a rush, though.
I want to play hardcore as soon as it comes out.
Like you
thought-
mean you want to play hardcore or you want to play the
Permadeath mode.
Gotcha.
Permadeath mode.
Yeah.
Permadeath mode.
Let's go.
Perma Depeche mode.
I wouldn't be a huge fan of that, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
No,
Like
it's so satisfying though. Every time you get a little further.
What's the big Depeche Mode song?
Yeah, that one.
Hup.
That's the one. Yep.
Depeche mode.
Someone's got to know. What's the big Depeche Mode song?
I don't remember.
It's like them and the
There's
Deftones.
one.
I have no knowledge of what they've done.
You don't know
Yeah.
Deftones?
What did the Deftones do?
They got the Shove It one. Everybody loves that.
I don't know. Shove It. How does that one go?
Well, I can't sing it. It's not something you just sing. It's not
Off the
catchy
rim.
that way. But they were very popular right around when Korn was coming up, and a little before it actually. But then they kind of kept on. Whereas
Korn's either so good or so bad. There's no in
Korn went
between.
like deeper into the thing that they were already doing, but Deftones kind of found like a new alternative sound that's still good.
Oh yeah, In My Arms. I know that one. All I ever wanted, all
Ah,
I
yeah.
need is here. Thank you, Chad. I appreciate it.
Is here in my arms.
Dang it.
Has that one been used in a DC Universe trailer yet?
Yeah, they played a very, very, very slow version.
I think I might have accidentally forgotten that that's actually used in the Ghost in the Shell 2017 trailer. I forgot. Oh, that's Enjoy the Silence. Well, I'm glad you called it by like the normal name, the name of the chorus, because
Apparently
everybody
it's
else
more iconic.
they go like, you know, oh, you know, do you have you ever listened to the Superman song? And I go, oh yeah, you know, I know that one. They go, oh, it's not called Superman. It's called, you know, It's Not Easy. Open parentheses, Superman. Close parentheses.
I call it the Scrubs song.
Who sings that?
I don't know. Probably the Scrubs.
I'll tell you one thing. It's definitely not TLC. They've had a strict Scrubs policy for quite some time. And the answer is none.
Oh, I've been muted.
None Scrubs.
Mm-hmm.
I would eat the shit out of this course.
I'm glad you didn't say TLC.
It
Can you
looks
hear me now?
delicious.
Hello, Matt.
I was muted too, Rob.
I was wondering. I was like, I'm throwing up some air balls here, but I didn't think it was that bad.
I know you guys don't watch soccer, but I think the world has gone mad when one player costs 222 million euros.
Hey, sorry, I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right
No
back.
worries, yeah.
No, don't come back.
Yeah, Neymar. 200
Neymar.
million? That's absurd. I mean, when they were selling players for 130 million, I didn't bat an eyelash, but 200 is just a little ridiculous, I
The
think.
problem is he's always just trying to walk it in. Like,
I don't like Neymar, and I'm going to explain why. Don't like his haircut.
honestly,
Not
his name
respectable.
sounds like a type of plastic DuPont would make.
You talking about Gaddafi?
Yeah, Neymar Gaddafi. He's actually Gaddafi's son.
Gaddafi
Oh.
sounds like a chocolate bar to me.
Well, there's Godiva.
There you go. That's probably why.
It sounds like what I say when your mom tries to kiss me. Get off of me!
They're talking about football, says Medina's. Of course.
Oh, this is riveting.
Ball
here.
at the feet and the
Robert.
thing. Yep.
Oh, see, I thought he was just going away from the mic, not from, like, everything.
That's an exact example of the American thing from earlier.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna name our own sport football. Fuck your football. We can't come up with our own name. What do you even? You just kick it at one point. That's it.
It shouldn't. I agree that football should not be called football.
It should be called like tackle ball or something.
Tackle ball is actually a great name. I am
Gonna
extremely
Google.
pro tackle ball. Oh,
Whee! Oh, I rimmed it. Oh no.
oh, I guess I'm going this way now.
Have you guys noticed it's way easier to tell which ball is mine now that I have the hat?
You don't have a hat on my screen, actually.
No.
Does that not
You went
count?
you went gold, but now you no longer have a hat.
That's crazy.
You also ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Ain't nothing
Nothing but a hound dog, baby.
This is coming from the stick puck guy. What? I didn't name hockey. I wish, dude.
Is
They
it
hate on tackle ball?
I think
Hawk
tackle ball's a good
like
name.
Hockaloogie? Hockey?
I mean, I don't know why it's called hockey. I'll admit.
There's got to be a reason.
They should call it scrotum scrapers.
Oh.
You're fired.
Well, because
From-
What's even
the
your
quarterback
reasoning?
is like, give me the ball, and he puts his hands underneath the guy's gooch.
Oh, I thought he puts his face in there to get a signal from the other one.
I
Yes.
thought you had naked men sitting on like a cold lake and then their friends come and try to scrape it off before the other people or something.
You get your sack frozen to the ice, and then you've got a
Yeah.
partner that has to scrape it off.
Yeah, with like
that's a
like
pretty
an
good
egg
idea.
flipper spatula.
Dude, if you're trying to like
Rob
invent
die?
a sport in this day and age, you're just screwed, right? Like no one's ever going to give it any respect.
Well, you
Case in
start a
point,
Kickstarter.
Slam ball. Slam ball should be the next big American sport. It's basketball plus trampolines. I don't
Okay.
understand how it didn't take off.
There's only so many times you can break your ankle before you decide it's a bad idea.
Yeah, that's pretty sketchy sounding.
Yeah, we like
You
our
like
injuries.
gymnasts.
We like our injuries, you know, to be concealable until you're in your 30s.
That's right. Brain injuries only, please.
I'm sorry I have returned.
Oh, there's no problem, Robert.
You're sorry you've returned?
Well, yeah. Oh, I always am. But, yes, hello. What did I miss?
You got
Slam
14
ball.
on the last two holes.
Oh, nice, okay.
Puts you a little bit behind the 8 ball, but
I think I'll be alright, actually.
So no big deal.
Oh no!
Fucker.
Rob, can you see my hat?
Let me look at.
Oh, let's go.
No, because you're not. I can't see your. No, I can't see it on the balls that I'm.
Oh my god.
I got the yellow ball.
Yeah, you're just yellow
pisses
ball.
me
for
off.
Doc, can you help me? I got the yellow ball.
I'm gonna file a complaint about this.
It's just so much harder than it looks.
Yeah, this is actually very difficult.
No. Agree to disagree.
It's not as hard as Ball 3D.
Dude, that game is actually
Great.
like a crime.
You mean to say the greatest game ever invented, right?
Yeah, we played a lot more of it, and it's better now than ever.
It's actually substantially worse than it's ever been.
And now you know everything you need to know about that.
Okay. Fair enough. What, did you guys play it on Wednesday's show or something?
No, we played it last night.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
It's really bad.
What, just for fun?
Quite good.
It's actually like bad, though, is the thing. Thing I don't think anybody's mentioning is that it's a bad game. Oh, they finally freed me from my cosmic prison.
How come I can jump on that top of the water there, or is that even water?
It's royal icing.
Oh.
It's
Oh.
the off of it.
Oh man.
Please.
I'm about as good at this as I am at real basketball.
Kobe.
Kobe.
They do call you Kobe now.
Dan.
I was shooting hoops
Dan
down in
does.
Florida, man. It was fun.
No, you
Good
shot
time.
a gun in Florida.
I did shoot a gun, and I also shot a couple hoops. It's a good time.
What type
What's
of
your
gun was the gun that you
basketball
shot with
Fuck
your
that.
M14?
What's that?
What kind of gun did you shoot with your M14?
Like, which gun did I shoot at?
Yeah.
A water pistol.
Oh, lame. It probably broke
Yeah.
apart like a
It
bitch.
did, yeah. It was a bitch
Stupid gun.
Yeah.
Stupid bitch gun.
Fucking idiot.
Not even a
Bitch
real
gun.
gun.
Hole in one! Let's go! Yes!
That is pretty good, actually.
It's actually was pretty easy.
I hate you.
I need to catch up. Oh.
Oh my god.
Have you ever
Oh.
attended an American football game? No. I have attended a Canadian football game.
I
Wait,
prefer
really?
them to baseball.
Yes.
Why?
CFL.
Basketball is the most fun to
Because-
watch in person.
My university had an okay Canadian football team, so in freshman year, I was like, I'm gonna have a school spirit. Then I went to the homecoming game, and I was like, never again.
Yeah. Isn't there, there's a rule in the CFL where you have to have a certain percentage of Canadian players, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Which is the same as like on your radio too, right? Like you need Canadian.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not trying to make you feel bad, but American Soccer League has the same rules so that American soccer players can have jobs.
I'm just saying. I was just asking about the rules.
I mean, you're asking with a tone, and my North American rivalry senses, so I
curious.
felt the need to respond in a defensive riposte.
Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah. The NFL should just buy the CFL.
I don't think you guys want it.
No, we don't. You make like no money comparatively.
Do they not exploit their players the same way, or?
No, just not a thing.
No, they do. They're just not popular.
They probably exploit them more because they don't make enough money to do it.
No,
year
dude,
round.
they work 1/3 less because we only have 3 downs.
Oh right, I forgot.
So
about
it's
that.
really it's a pretty cushy job.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh.
I hate this hole.
I just find that donut to be really creepy.
this.
It kind of looks like 4 turds mashed together with eyes.
Chad, stop telling me to get my wildfire smoke out of your state, okay? You think it's... Kate and I went out for dinner last night. We left the restaurant. The moon was like the color of the red on these candy canes. It was like we were in Bloodborne. It's a freaking nightmare out there right now. No joke. We walked out and we were like, oh, it's a little smoky outside. We looked at the intersection. We were at the intersection of Broadway and Ash Street. It was like we accidentally became extras in like a, Silent Hill movie or something like that.
Dude, by the way, maybe unpopular opinion.
Okay.
First Silent Hill movie.
Oh.
Not bad.
I thought it wasn't bad. I don't
Not
know.
bad.
I hated the ending though.
I'd say possibly the best video game adaptation movie that I can think of right now.
I kind of agree with you. Yeah, like there hasn't been really many other good ones.
What about
Yeah,
Watchmen?
Resident Evil's kind of shitty.
Yeah.
You say, what about Watchmen?
You said
Yeah.
Watchmen. Are you okay?
What's wrong? Oh, video game, not. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just like I'm so out of it. This
no
humidity
worries.
is giving me one of them headaches I get, and it's just like
Yeah.
loopy.
Like
Tomb
100
Raider
degrees by you two?
is not that good.
No.
It's pretty bad.
Although
Not
Sir
at all.
Jorah Mormont is the bad guy, so like
Is he really? I don't remember.
it gets
that.
some credit for that.
Someone said Doom, and I know it was a joke, but like also like that movie's really bad.
Whew, nice.
I don't remember it at all, actually, at this
Yeah, the
point.
Street Fighter movie's terrible too.
Yeah.
But terrible in a great way.
I
same with,
like it in a terrible way. Yeah.
Like
actually.
Mortal Kombat as well. I loved that movie when I was a kid.
Oh, I'm taking
But
the
it's
Fudge
bad.
River.
You're
I
allowed
haven't
to
seen
do that, it's
Warcraft.
fine.
Yep.
I haven't seen Warcraft yet, but I hear that it's either okay or terrible.
Or a war
The
crime.
voice acting is so bad.
I'm gonna personally, I lean more towards the terrible.
Which is
But,
a bummer because like I want to believe in Duncan Jones.
Dude made Moon, which is an
Yeah.
awesome movie.
America
Source Code,
runs on Duncan.
Also good.
It's you know what it is. It's got a little bit of that Star Wars prequel fever, a little bit, where it's just like a little too much CGI makes the world go
in my
round.
life.
Mortal
Yeah.
Kombat, the first movie, I like that one too.
Yeah, no, that's saying. That movie's corny as shit, but I love it.
Yeah, I mean it's just like a '90s movie.
Yeah.
I like '90s movies.
does
So,
anyone-
but in the Doom one, in the Doom movie, instead of fighting demons, they just made it a zombie movie. It's like
There
Yeah,
weren't
it's pretty
demons?
shitty.
Damn, I forgot there weren't demons if there weren't.
they're I think it's like a demon virus, but it basically turns people into zombies. So
Well, they've reinvented the premise of Doom like 100 times, even though it's always the same couple things.
yeah,
It's like there's Slipgates, and it's Mars, Moon, and something hell. The rest you fill in the blanks and the details.
I'm with Chad on the idea that Max Payne might be the worst video game movie ever made. It is.
I've never seen it.
It's bizarre and highly joyless. It is
You know-
like the Mario movie is really bad, but it's
Oh my
silly,
God.
so it's
Yeah, I
like
find it funny.
almost more watchable. But then like, dude, I'm not messing with you in the least when I say Max Payne is like one of the least enjoyable movies ever that I've ever seen, at least.
Well, it's the same thing that happened with like comic book movies, before there was the one good one that kind of sparked it off.
Right? Yeah.
Where like every video game movie, like we have the characters of this video game, but we have completely changed the story into something fucking weird. Like with the Max Payne, isn't it like he gets like angel wings and shit, and there's some weird
There's a
some,
drug
like-
sequence in Max Payne, and they
Yeah.
chose to focus on that, I think.
There's some
Yeah.
angelic and demonic elements in Max Payne as well that I found highly confusing. But
Yeah. And
then
they
Max
always
Payne
do that.
3, he's just like an old grizzled man with slow-mo
Yeah.
eyes.
Who
He's
needs
not like
pills a lot.
Yeah, he's not like an archangel sent down from heaven or something like that. I guess the idea was that it was a side effect of the drug, but I don't remember at this point.
There were
Then
mazes,
Angel
like
Dust.
invisible mazes you'd have to walk around on.
I was
Great
also like extremely drunk when I saw it, so some of my memory might not. I wouldn't use me as a reputable witness in a trial. Is all I'm saying.
I wouldn't use you to put out a fire.
Prince of Persia movie, meh. Not that great.
I'm not gonna suggest that it's terrible, but I watched it on an airplane and I turned it off.
Oh,
I actually didn't hate it.
Just about the lowest review I can give.
What about the Hitman movie?
I haven't seen it.
yeah.
It's pretty bad too.
Are there
What
any?
about the worst movie video game. Well, there's like.
Wait, I want to know before we move on, is there any other submission for best video game adaptation other than Silent Hill?
Mortal Kombat 1.
Because that feels like a stretch even then.
Has there ever been like a... It seems like one of those things where there would be like an animated movie based on a game that's good and we're all
Final
forgetting.
Fantasy, but the first one was kind of shitty. I
I
thought.
liked The Spirits Within when I was like 13. I watched it again when I was like 16, and I was like, I don't know.
I grew out of that. Their whole thing was, look at our CGI effects. They're so great. And now it's like, well, look at it. I mean, we're in 2017, dog.
What about The King of Kong?
Advent Children. Kingsglaive was awesome, but it was more of like a prequel to a game than a movie based off of a game.
And it's like 100%. And I actually don't mean this in a negative way, but it's like full fan service, right?
Yeah.
If we can count like game documentaries, then obviously I would say King of Kong before any of them.
It's a great movie.
But no, I think we want games.
Yeah, what's the best? You know what's hilarious is there actually is a better movie based on a board game than movies based on video games, and it's Clue.
Yeah.
Cluedo.
Clue is like really
Clue's
good.
so good.
Who did it?
Well, it depends, you know, when you saw it, right?
Oh.
Jumanji is not based on a board game. I'm not.
We have the board game of Jumanji, though, that they made after the movie.
Have you ever played it?
Yes, of course.
It sounds spooky, man.
It's not. I don't even remember what happens when you, like, pick up one of the cards that's like, oh, there's a guy with
You
a...
melt into the floor, and then a bunch of monkeys come out, and they start yelling at you. And then you turn into a monkey yourself.
And then Kaiser Soze tries to kill you.
I said this 4 times, but does Tron not count? No, Tron was a movie. I'm talking about games to adaptations to movies.
Yeah, not reversed.
They made a video game of Tron way later, and also rebooted Tron as a movie.
What about Gamer?
No.
What about it? It's a bad movie.
It's real bad, right?
Yeah. I like it. That's not bad.
What do you think?
You
know, the other thing they do with video game movies a lot is they'll take they're like, yeah, we're gonna make a video game movie, but then they'll pick a game that is all gameplay and no story.
Yeah,
you know, just so that they can make their own story. And it's like, well, you didn't really make a video game movie then.
You made a theme around something.
You use the brand name to get more ticket sales to a thing. Is what you did.
Cross promotion.
Yeah.
Oh, Ace Attorney would make a really good movie.
It's called The Good Wife.
Yeah, I should probably watch that.
If you had to eat a dish based on a Hollywood actor or actress, based exclusively on their name, come up with a better dish than I'll have the Juliana Margulies, please.
Sounds like a glass marble.
Beat me at my own game here.
I will have a grilled Kat Dennings.
That's maybe the worst.
It's made of minced cat and
jeans.
And jeans, yes.
It's cat denims.
It's cooked in jeans. So.
I'll boil your finest cat denim.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have the seared Isla Kingfisher.
You added a word to her name.
King might be her middle name. I don't know.
I'll have a spicy George Clooney.
See?
Mm-hmm.
That seems like a drink.
Yeah, it is a drinky name, isn't it? I was gonna say a George Clooney on the rocks, but we're talking about
George
dishes
Clooney
here.
has been a bit
Hanks.
spicy lately. He like banned the press from trying to take pictures of his kids through windows now.
Oh, what an asshole.
Yeah. they are our legal property. We should be allowed to do whatever we want with them.
Dude, I lost all respect for George Clooney when he bought that surveillance satellite to spy on Bashir al-Assad. It's like, come on, dude. You want your privacy, but the leader of the Syrian government can't have his?
I lost all respect when he started talking about, you know, saving the environment, but he's been like the Nespresso shill for the past 10 years, which is like a huge environmental problem with their little pods that you can't recycle.
I lost all respect when he played Batman.
Oh, dude, me too.
You kidding me? Those nipples.
I'll have
was that
William Dafoe. That's pretty good.
It does sound like a Dutch appetizer.
No, it's pho. It's a faux dish.
Oh, the William Dafoe.
Well, it should be William Dafoe.
William Dafoe.
Yeah.
Fuck you, man. That's good.
And for my starter, I'll have the Zendaya, please.
It won't let me shoot my ball. I'm on my third stroke.
Not William.
Oh, there it goes.
It is Willem.
Who are you?
It's
Austin?
Willem.
That's not a real name, though.
What the fuck?
They mean William. That's just short for William.
Can I have the Zenyatta? I have no idea who Zendaya is, except for the fact that her name is Zendaya. I'll be honest, I knew someone named Zendaya was in Spider-Man Homecoming. I didn't know who it was until the credits rolled. But I'll admit, when I saw the lady, I was like, she looks like a Zendaya to me.
Hi, Freeze. I'm Batman.
Fuck.
She was on the Disney Channel, dog. I'm 28 years old. I haven't watched the Disney Channel in 14 years.
Oh shit, I'll have some Kevin Bacon.
Oh, that's too easy.
I know, right?
He sounds delicious.
On a hot day, I like to have a tall glass of Robert Frost.
The poet from 130 years ago? Is that where we're going with this now?
Robert Frosty from Wendy's.
Yeah, they're only 50 cents right now at Wendy's.
You can't put... These people are like, oh, the Fiona apple pie. That's breaking the rules. You know, oh, the Danny DeVito quesadilla. No, it has to be just their name.
Well, it would have been nice to get a handout of the rule book, mister.
What? I mean, I didn't say I'll have the Juliana Margulies angel hair linguine or something. I said, you know, I'll have the Juliana Margulies.
Oh, here we go. Kevin Bacon wrapped John Hamm.
That's adding. Oh, that's adding another celebrity, not another word.
Oh man. Okay. That's pretty good.
Just kill me. Hoops in a golf game.
Yeah, these freaking marblies are getting me all over the place.
You got it.
I believe in you.
I'm eating light. I'll have the Halle Berry.
Oh. And I'll follow that up with the John Candy.
Ooh,
nice.
Not bad.
You know what the hoop should have under him is a cylinder or like a cone. So that way when you fall under it, it doesn't just leave you right under the thing and you can't shoot again.
Yeah.
Put a cone under all of them.
Unlocked. Sweet dunk.
I also got that achievement. I'll take the modest Yahoo. I like that a lot.
Friends, unfortunately, I need to attend to a private crisis momentarily.
Yeah, by all means.
But I might be back later. I'm not sure, but I can't. I gotta go right now. So I apologize.
Bye.
Have fun if I don't come back.
Don't die.
Bye.
Sure.
See ya.
See ya,
No
guys.
worries, Robert.
Bye.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I hope his poop is okay.
Maybe there's a photon accidentally made its way into the apartment.
I think you mean neutrino.
Mahatma Gandhi isn't a celebrity, okay? He's a video game character.
Thank you, Pithak. Almost 2 years.
Oh,
the
this
warden is issuing a cell lockdown.
He's got to be there for roll call. He just has to stand outside of his room and then somebody's going to walk up and do click, 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 and then walk away.
Exactly. Well, this is not good.
No, no, you're fine. You're fine.
This is like Anthill 2.0.
Got this.
It is like Anthill 2.0.
A bowl of Condoleezza rice. Yeah, seems too easy though.
Fuck.
I guess if you had to get like rice Condoleezza, I would say it would probably had like chicken broth in it or something.
Why?
It just sounds like it would have chicken broth. It sounds like it would be
Oh, okay.
like a little meatier.
Why?
I don't know.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just asking for clarification.
Sounds fancy, and a fancy thing you can do to rice, you put some broth in it.
Fancy is Iggy Azalea.
I'm so fancy.
Great song.
I'd have an eggy azalea.
By all means. Oh my Jesus Christ.
I've never seen you struggle on a hole.
It's hole one too. Like he's done it.
Good
There's the
job.
money. I'm gonna savor my first place while it lasts for one round.
It is funny, Chad. Her name's Azalea and she's from Australia. There's a rhyme for her around the house. My name's Iggy Azalea. I come from Australia. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's like a first verse right there.
Oh, by the way, the name of the no. It's by the band is the Human Beings.
The Human Beings?
Yeah, I can't remember the name of the song.
Aw.
Try to help me out. Live action.
I wish I thought of that.
Nobody
Great
but
name.
me, or something. No, or something like that. Is the name of the song?
Don't try to go over the
Why?
ridge on the top, or you'll bounce back to the beginning. It got me twice.
What kind of hat is that, Nick? Is
Wait,
it
you can see the
it's a
hat now?
Men I can see the hat. It's like a Men at Work sort of thing.
It's
I
my
still
gold
don't even
man
know how to
hat.
put the hats on.
Go to main menu, customize your ball in the options menu.
Oh man.
I ain't getting out.
Oh, you're in the little ball cup.
Yeah.
Where's
Oh,
the hole
I'm in there
at?
now too.
Oh, jeez Louise.
It's up there somewhere.
Up?
Yeah, we gotta go up between the balls.
Oh, this is no good.
Nice.
Get saved in the pit. Get saved in the... Oh!
Oh, I didn't do it hard enough. That will be the end of me.
Oh, I see where this filthy hole is.
Yeah.
Mal,
They
if
put a
you could have
divot.
a sandwich named after you, what would you want on it?
Oh, dude.
Bologna and pickle
Um,
juice.
Some kind of like special, like, I don't know, like, fuck, man, that's a loaded question. I gotta think about
Oh, it's
this.
a loaded question for a loaded sandwich.
For a loaded boy.
I mean, I might have some like.
How many types of
sweet-ass-
meat do you want on that bad
Yeah.
boy?
How many sauces?
like- I might do like some kind of nice slow roast chicken and some type of salami or something. Maybe like not too typically seen together, I guess.
Have you considered having like a chicken and banana?
I think that's a bonono.
That's a Gordon Ramsay joke.
Oh, right, because he says banana or banana or.
I tried.
Sorry.
No, continue onwards.
I don't know. Like I definitely make like mouth sauce, which would be something.
No, okay. You know what? You had your chance to answer this question.
Dude, you don't just like willy-nilly just like make up a sandwich.
I'm
There's
worried
so-
that the mouth sauce is gonna come from your willy-nilly.
Isn't that what the customer wants? I don't know, but it's I mean it's gonna sauce is very important. It's gonna have
Have,
pickles on it.
Garlic aioli.
Ooh, now you're speaking my language.
Yeah, that could be good. That could be good. Oh no. Oh, here's what I'll do. I'll do like it'll be a meatball sandwich for sure, like sliced.
Okay.
I love meatball sandwiches.
Yeah. But they're not gonna be like whole giant meatballs. They'll be like kind of sliced in half, so they at least kind of stay on the sandwich a bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it so far.
All right, well,
I'll
I'm
have
with you
my
on the
own-
half meatballs. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I don't know why they don't do that
Never
already.
eaten a
I
meatball
feel it
sandwich.
too.
Well, when you stop your Subway boycott, there's no.
I almost
sandwich.
accidentally stopped it yesterday.
If you have a Firehouse Subs, those have really good meatball sandwiches too.
Sadly, we're sandwich bereft up here. But like yesterday, Kate came home with Subway, and she was like, "Oh, I didn't know you didn't have lunch, or I would have gotten you something." I'm gonna be honest with you. If she came home with a cold cut combo, I'm probably gonna eat it.
No, dude. Put it in the fridge and say that's her dinner for tomorrow.
It's like, oh, she's in a prison. But no, instead I just ate a bowl of oatmeal crisp. Basically the same thing.
Maybe I'll put bone marrow on the sandwich.
I
All
don't
right.
want that.
Your sandwich is now $41.
I will say the bone marrow poutine, it was $18.
But it was like entree size, like
18?
platter size.
You can get like a
Um,
ribeye steak for that much.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't like a huge poutine, but like they bring it out with a huge, like, I think it's a human femur bone.
What? Is...
It's a human
Oh.
femur
It's like
bone?
the bodies exhibit.
It's
Use
messed
every
up.
part of the buffalo.
Yeah.
Or the
I'll-
buffalo
I'll-
will use every part of you.
I'll tweet a picture of it in a second so people could see, but it was like, I honestly thought like, oh, they just put like bone marrow, like drizzle it on top maybe, or there's like a ton of it like in the gravy somehow, like more than would be normal. I don't know. But no, it was a whole bone sawed in half.
A human bone.
Yeah. John Stamos is
There's
actually.
no way
No
there was
wonder
a
it was
human
18
bone.
bucks.
It was a John Stamos bone.
Yeah.
Isn't he
Not
still
the
using
legs,
those?
though. It's not. It doesn't make you a cannibal to eat human bone marrow. It's only if you eat human meat. Bone marrow is vegetarian.
No, it's meat.
Bone marrow is vegetarian.
No.
Anything that offers nutritional value from a human. Because if you eat like their hair or nails, it's not really cannibalism because they'll still be alive too.
Yeah, are toenails meat now? Are
Protein.
boogers meat? If you ate someone else's boogers, are you still a vegetarian?
Do they give you nutritional value?
What if somebody ate a carrot and then you ate the carrot out of their stomach?
Oh.
Yeah. Now we're talking.
Are you a cannibal?
Let it stew in there for a little bit, get partially digested.
You're eating a bunch of acid, stomach acid and shit. I don't want that.
Nobody's answering the question though, which tells me I'm onto something.
I don't know yet. I'm not a scientist to know whether or not that protein
I think
is
that just
exclusive.
makes you a murderer.
It might be exclusive to the stomach, or it might not be. I don't know.
This is the same thing people try to
The-
tell me
the acid.
plankton isn't vegetarian. They're just animal plants.
Yeah, what if you swallow? Does that make you a cannibal?
Mass murderer. Or a mass turbator.
Isn't there a point, though, where, like, who cares if you're a vegan anymore? Like, some things are just too small to matter.
I think there's like logical extremes for vegetarianism and veganism. I would agree with that.
I mean, maybe some people are much more inclined to go down that road to, like, really fight over it, but I don't know that it matters, personally.
I mean, like, at some point you can, the spirit of it, I think, is endeavoring to do the least harm possible.
Sure.
But there was, like, a fly on Kate's arm the other day, and she went to, like, wipe it off and just be like, hey, get out of here. Tore his body in half.
Yeah, it'll
with,
do
like,
that.
A flippant kind of like, get out of here. Just from the fly's perspective, like, a giant came down and tore it asunder.
You ever
All
seen
she wanted to
Attack
do
on
was get it-
Titan?
Exactly. All she wanted to do was get it to fly off of her arm, but she ended up being a freaking murderer
Yep.
instead.
Not a
so-
vegan anymore, apparently.
There's nothing you can do at some point. Like, we've been given all these genetic gifts by Charles Darwin, and, you know, even if we use them accidentally, it's going to cause some problems.
And if the goal is to do no harm, then honestly, swallowing should make you more of a vegan.
All right.
Well, the opposite of harm is pleasure, isn't it? So,
I think it's actually Mara.
oh yeah.
Mariah Carey?
Mariah Carey. All she wants for Christmas is
To swallow.
well, you know, she's a married
Swallow
woman.
my cappuccino.
Zach and Miri make a porno.
Hells yeah.
You know what I'd really like to see? Mac and Siri make a phono. You know, like Apple and the voice from Apple, they make a phono.
Yeah.
Mac and Siri make a phono.
Mac and Siri make Bono.
Because Mac is like an Apple, and then
That sounds
Siri
more
is
interesting if they bone.
Because they put you two on the iPods whether you wanted them on there or not.
yeah, exactly. And then they make a phono.
All NLSS bits are confusing but good bad.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Good, bad. Okay.
Just dig your head into the pussy and keep swallowing until she's gone.
Oh, wowzer.
I tried that, it doesn't work.
This little ridge dipper. Oh my goodness.
All right.
These are the biggest chains ever, too.
Now that's the damn truth. Absolutely. No, you know what you do is you go down there and then you start moving your tongue around like it's the alphabet and you just write the script to the B movie.
And just start punching. Just punching everywhere you can. It'll work for somebody.
All right, there you go, chat. I tweeted the bone marrow poutine. You can see the size of the freaking bone. It's huge.
This used to be a Christian stream.
It used to be a Mormon stream.
Sometimes. For like
Sometimes.
one segment at moments or another.
Dang it. I stroked my hole out.
Penis.
Now, what was the most recent movie you watched?
Say Zootopia.
No, it's definitely not. I might have to consult the Netflix history.
Please do.
Okay.
I will look at your bone marrow in the meantime.
Sweet.
Dude, that is... Okay, I'm going to say many things here.
Go
The
ahead.
bone is fucking huge.
Right?
That's what we
Also-
like to hear.
Femur?
It looks like a femur. Also, it looks... And I was on your side. That's too small for an $18 portion.
Yeah, like the portion size is like it was on the appetizer menu, if I recall, or like
Dude,
something
that's
like
so
that.
small.
And I've been on here like yelling at people for yelling at me about my they're like, oh, nice burger and fries. It came with 6 fries.
I know those
Wedges.
plates. Those are the Kung Lao hat plates, and those are there to purposely disguise the food to be as small as possible. And they
That
put a bunch of
is-
shit on the top of it.
That's a Gordon Ramsay like high margin appetizer there.
But I also should say it was for sharing and not intended as like a main thing. And there's also, you don't really see it, but we got a charcuterie board as well. So
A charcuterie? What is that?
It's like a chotch.
it's like a a wood board, and it comes with different meats and bread.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
Did you
it had
That
some-
sounds...
did
some
you
delicious
put
vegetables?
prosciutto on the poutine, or was the poutine pre-prosciuttoed?
There's no prosciutto there.
There's some pink stuff on that poutine.
It's like pickled onions or
Ah.
yeah. The charcuterie came with pickled vegetables as well. They had like carrots and cauliflower, pickled onions, pickled beans. It was good. Good. I like pickled stuff.
Look at where this ball landed, Fox. It's halfway off this ledge.
Wait, I'm looking. Oh, I can see half your hat.
You're just peeking down.
Just peeking it out.
Here I come. Look at
Get
this
over it,
little guy.
Chad. We say cauliflower, okay?
Those hats really give you a good personality.
I
Mm-hmm.
know in America they say cauliflower.
I don't know about that. I call it cauliflower.
Yeah, it's like Kala versus Kali. Khaleesi.
A collie.
Who do you think is gonna eat Khaleesi's flower?
Jon Snow.
Jon Snow.
No spoilers, please.
I mean, that was a loaded question.
Littlefinger.
Whoa, that's
No.
I'll give you some long odds on that.
He's
one.
only got eyes for one lady. And they're creepy, and they're always
She's
pointing
dead.
at Sansa.
Do they ever explain why they call him Littlefinger? Because like,
'Cause
I'm
his
just gonna be
fingers are
honest.
small.
Yeah, I want to see his hands.
It's because he wears a pinky ring and he commands people to do things.
He wears a pinky ring.
I don't know, that's just what I decided.
I don't like him already.
I think he explains it in one of their most recent episodes. I don't know.
He's from the Fingers.
Oh, the Finger Isles. It's by the
he
Finger
grew
Lakes.
up in the Fingers. Okay,
Oh.
interesting. Sort of. Oh.
Oh, it's because he has a tiny dick. I should have known.
How do you know, Nick?
Well, chat just told me.
How did they know?
Probably
Comes
seen
from
it.
A place called the Fingers.
How do you
Get
know?
over the humpity lump. Come on.
Yeah, we've done all the good ones today. We've got Game of Thrones talk, we got comic talk,
Food talk.
food talk. Any good airplane stories? We'll round it out.
Talked about jizz. So
Yeah.
it's been a day.
That's about it, really. That's why I'm trying to get Mouth to save us with his most recent movie.
Oh
Seems
shit!
weird.
Yeah, brother. Hold on here. What do we got?
No pillow talk.
Doing activity.
Let's give him something to talk
Oh, Get Hard. I watched that again.
about. Again?
Yeah, man. It's been a few months.
You've seen Get Hard twice?
Yeah. Will Ferrell, Kevin Hart. You know.
I'm aware of who's in the movie.
Does it
Well,
get
that was a
hard at the
dipper.
end?
It's okay for those that are unaware. It's Will Ferrell plays like this, you know, financial trader kind of dude, Warren Buffett motherfucker. And then he gets well, I don't want to spoil it, but basically
He gets hard.
yeah, he's you know, he's caught for like fraud, and then supposedly, even though he's like I didn't do it, and then
Did he
he's
do
gonna
it?
go
Can I
to
ask you a
prison.
question?
Yeah.
Does his boss, who's a jerk, do the fraud and then pin it on Will Ferrell as a patsy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What is messed
Terrible
up is
movie.
that his boss is also his stepfather.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Is his boss played by...
the guy who was coach. And in Poltergeist.
Oh! Yeah, I know what guy you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know his name. I'm bad with names.
Terry Bradshaw.
Nope.
I watched The Gamer's Darkness Rising.
What is the gamer's Dorkness Rising?
Oh,
It's a movie about a bunch of friends that play a D&D game. And like real life depicts their D&D game while they're playing it, kind of, but
Okay.
it's shittily done.
I thought that's just
Sounds
Mathis's
alright.
podcast.
Oh, these bongos, dude.
These dinosaur eggs.
that
Are we
movie-
in Dragonstone right now?
This is Dragonstone right here. You can tell by the colorful Easter eggs.
There's also a bright green Cheerio being trapped in a cage by the
Oh,
flag.
Oh,
an
no, it's a
Applejack.
donut. It's a donut.
That's literally Fun with Dick and Jane's plot. Yeah.
What?
The
the
Get Hard
fraud.
plot. Yeah.
Well, and then so Kevin Hart is like this car wash guy, but he's you know, Will Ferrell, because he's like, oh, you're black, you've been to prison. He's like, well,
Oh,
Hey,
wow. So Will
he's
Ferrell
like,
plays a
what?
raging racist in this
he's
movie.
more like he's just like super oblivious, I think. But yeah, he and he's like, I'll pay you to like teach me how to survive in prison, because the judge makes an example of him. He's like, you're going to maximum security for 10 years, and he's like, oh fuck.
At least he didn't get sentenced to 1 year hard marriage.
Well, he was married to what's her name, Brie,
Larson.
Allison Brie.
Allison Brie.
Yeah.
I thought maximum security is just for violent criminals.
Well,
It takes place in an alternate reality where Bernie Sanders won the 2016 election.
Oh, God.
Will Ferrell's honestly lucky he didn't get chopped in half with a guillotine on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial.
So a weird way to turn that around, but all right.
We're gonna be back to play. Do we have anybody for Pinta-Rio? 3-person Pinta-Rio is like a nightmare.
you mean 4 people?
Where's the geese squeeze?
Oh, right. Hey, Mouth.
We had Rob, but he left because shit happened.
Yeah. I'm so excited for Pinta-Rio. I mean, we have 4. We'll do Pinta-Rio. Hopefully
It'll
we
be
get another one.
fine. Just
Yeah,
more
More
mouth
drawing
man.
for us.
Yeah. More drawing for us. See you in 3 minutes.
I think I hear a cat purring.
But do they ever get hard in the movie?
I mean, he does have sex at the beginning, so
With
I
who?
imagine his wife or his fiance.
Yeah, they take her away pretty quick, don't they?
Why is it not?
She takes herself away.
Does she shove it in her face, just like you did to May? That's, can you take it all away?
When you shoved it in my face. It's a good time. Why is it just like
playing the game to me?
it's just spinning in a circle?
Yeah, mine's just spinning as
yeah.
well.
Sometimes Pinta-Rio gets broken.
I will
Oh, no.
refresh. Let's try
It's
it
also
again.
Pintario2.com.
Yes. Spinny, spinny.
So
spinny.
he has sex with his wife at the start of the movie?
Yeah, morning.
She
sex.
doesn't like it.
It's kind of like Breaking Bad then.
It's like the whole plot
There's
of
a white
Breaking Bad in an
guy.
hour and a half.
So white guy, he gets accused of a crime he didn't commit. He has sex with his wife.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm
Where does the movie take place?
Ooh. I actually don't know.
Is it the
America?
desert?
Yeah, it's definitely America.
It's America? It's Breaking Bad, dude.
You got me.
That show really set off like a cultural tsunami of copycats. All right, I'm gonna let
Yeah.
this thing spin for a while, and then I'm gonna eat a granola bar. When I
And I'm
come
gonna
back,
cry
we'll
myself to sleep.
see what the heck we're gonna do for Seggers 3.
All right, I'm just gonna add the source.
Let's play more Fortnite. Eh,
Wah, wah.
Gone Girl is fucked up, but it's super good. It's all right. I don't. Ben Affleck, just for me, man, just a disappointment in life. I liked him in Dogma, and I liked him in Paycheck.
What about Phantoms? He's the bomb in
I
Phantoms.
don't think I've seen Phantoms.
Really? It's actually quite awesome.
I need to level my Summoner's Wars up. Use my energy, damn it. It's a free time life sucker. Nick will love it.
I've been finishing up Make More. I'm at the final stage of that now. It's been in the making for about a year. So,
Oh man.
yeah, the end is near.
You're making Roger Moore?
It's a sweatshop game where you hire factory workers and then you tap on them to make them make objects. And you fill up a bar, and eventually when the bar's done, you get to start over and buy a new factory. And I'm on my, I think, 10th cycle of that. So this is the end of the game now. I can't wait to see what happens when I get the final trophy.
It's gonna be like, you win. and
It's going to be
waste
like, do you
colossal
want to
amount
start
of
over
time."
again? Yeah, it should show how many hours you could have been doing something else. Now make more.
Why is this just like broken?
Maybe their servers are just down.
Dang, Lisa's flight got canceled, and the hotels are all $400. So she has to fly to Charlotte and stay there until
Oh.
9 a.m.
That sounds awful.
What the hell?
Is everybody else still spinning as well?
Still spinning.
Yeah.
I reset it a
Still
couple.
spinning.
Yep.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
Well, let's take some suggestions from chat.
Yeah, chat. What do you got?
Let's all play Final Fantasy 14 for an hour and get to level 5.
GoldenEye. Ooh.
Guys want to start a guild with me?
You could
I
join
be the-
Kate's guild if you want.
Does she play?
She plays a lot of Final Fantasy 14.
I've actually been contemplating picking that up. I miss MMO grinding.
Don't do it. You're gonna have a
Chat.
kid.
Oh, save me. Hold me back.
We're not gonna play GeoGuessr.
How would that work anyway with 4 people?
You can do shared seeds. GeoGuessr, I feel like I'm like the CEO of Fox, and I'm being lied to by the audience.
Can't
They're like,
tell me
"Oh,
what to do.
Nobody watched GeoGuessr on YouTube. You come over to Twitch, it's like 99% of people want to see GeoGuessr. It's like greenlighting the second season of Firefly.
But people wanted that.
Yeah, but when it comes on, people are like, oh, I'm not going to watch it. It's like a sequel to Zoolander.
They just want to
You're
have the option.
stillering me right now.
They did make a sequel to Zoolander.
That's what I mean, and it sucked and nobody saw it. Family Freud.
Yeah?
I don't have it actually.
Family
Four-person
Freud.
I
quick
think
match.
it's so hard right now. There was a little bomber game we used to play sometimes.
There's worms. I did suggest Spelunky earlier, but Cobalt doesn't have it.
I have Spelunky. Who doesn't
See,
have
Ryan, I
Spelunky?
told you.
I didn't say he doesn't have Spelunky. You said Spelunky, and I said, don't make me laugh.
Yeah.
Brawlhalla.
I mean, if everybody wants to play Brawlhalla, we can play
Oh,
Brawlhalla.
I don't have Spelunky on here. Do I?
Ooh.
Oh, I do, I
told
do,
you,
I do,
Mal.
I do, I do, I do.
I didn't say that in the first place.
Let's all just end early and go meet up in Vegas.
No, I hate it.
You
Okay,
want,
we could
you want a little bit.
End early and meet in Toronto.
We can go see
Yeah.
a show.
No, I
Come to
hate
my
it.
place.
We can watch
We'll
some good flips in the air.
If we
Get some
end
bum
40
apple
minutes early, we'll have time to go to Fox's place.
I don't.
I
Get to
don't.
go
Just
there.
because I show up late doesn't mean I quit early. Okay. What about? All right, I'm gonna throw out some suggestions here. I'm gonna
Can you
make
start coming up with a backup game?
an easy straw poll here. I'm gonna put some stuff on it. What should we play? I'm gonna throw some worms on there. I'm gonna throw, some Guesspionage on there.
Rocket
Throw
League. We could
some-
rumble.
Oh, we vowed never to play that again.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
People are far too good at it now.
You know what? Because I love you and hate myself, I'll put Ball 3D on there. Although I'm a little worried 2v2 Ball 3D is a little...
Bear said solo with Sin was fun, so maybe 2v2 is fun too.
Yeah, but Bear thinks that Darkest Dungeon is fun. So I
It
don't
is
trust him.
fun.
I want to put some more stuff on here as well. I'm not putting GeoGuessr on there, okay?
How about we all leave and you finish Until Dawn? That would be fun.
No, because then I'm betraying all the people who were waiting until Sunday to see it.
Yeah, I know. They deserve it though.
Cobalt doesn't have GoldenEye yet, and it does take a little while to install, so I'm going to leave
Yeah,
that
I need
off.
like a 30 minutes heads up for that.
Oh man.
You played Quiplash on Monday, so I'm keeping that off. Malf doesn't own Benjamin and Edgeman, so
We could
I mean,
do
I
Cards
don't.
Against Humanity.
I kind of hate it.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
fair enough.
I've been advocating that all the time. Ryan's not
Because
into that
I'm
one.
old enough to make my own jokes. So the joke Lego just makes me angry.
Welcome to making a
Yeah, once you've seen all
docket
the
chat. This is what it's
cards-
like.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
Google Feud just lies to us. So, fill in the blanks. Cheddar cheese, and then the first one is like foot
Oh.
cream.
Fuck you. I have Ben and Ed.
You can
do
play
it?
Spelunky online with each other now.
Via a mod, I guess.
Oh, there's a mod.
Yeah, there's a mod. I couldn't get it to work, but Bear knows how to do it.
I'll put Ben and Ed Blood Party up there.
We should play Blood and Bacon.
I don't own that.
It's 99 cents, I think.
Okay, I have created the poll. There you go. New poll
terrible.
available. Vote now.
Wow, it's a good time to check your Twitch Primes, I guess.
Fiddle your fiddle.
We don't deserve it today.
Let's play PUBG. Come on, Nick. You can
Nicholas.
guitar for us.
Go play Hollow Knight. That's fine.
No. I like when Nick plays because he's the true voice of reason
Nick,
in our
if
insanity.
you were to play,
What?
I'll drive around on a bike with you.
Why does this need
We'll
to
do
happen?
sweet flips.
See, Butts, thanks for the Twitch Prime.
You can shoot me in the head.
I didn't even bring it up.
New patch.
It looks like Ben and Ed is going to win. It's at 34%. Guesspionage is at 28. Worms is at 21.
I hate Ben and Ed.
All right. What if we go number 2 then? Everyone has exercised the veto of some sort, and then we'll play some Guesspionage instead.
I veto it.
You're gonna veto Guesspionage?
What's the third one up?
Oh, Worms is third.
I'm just
Yeah.
joking.
Worms.
Let's do
Probably
Guesspionage.
I'd rather do Guesspionage than Worms.
All right, let's do some Guesspionage. That's fine.
Worms is fine. It's just like so slow.
It's a banter seggers for sure.
Wait, so I gotta go to Jackbox, right?
Yeah.
Watch, this doesn't work either. No, Jackbox always works.
They work in their own janky way. This is democracy. The second best answer wins.
LOL.
Holds up, Spork. Holds up, ballot.
Captain Foxy Foo brings up a good point. Wasn't Ryan supposed to get a custom Brawlhalla skin?
Yep. Unfortunately, despite being terrible, I won the tournament and was granted extra work as a result. So I'm still...
Wait, didn't you just have to tell them what you wanted?
Yeah, but I also don't want to ruin their whole aesthetic by being like, hey, put a bald egg with glasses on Scarlet.
Jesus.
Hey, if you want it, Nick, feel free to take your custom Brawlhalla skin.
Oh, it's just up for grabs? Anybody can have it?
I would welcome it. I mean, it was a promotional thing anyway, so...
Alright, I'll have it.
Here you go. There is your code. That was a long time ago. It really was a long time ago.
Dude, Goldman's coming to Brawlhalla now. That's confirmed. I don't even think he wouldn't even look all that weird with the rest of the cast of characters. Give him a katana?
No weirder than usual, anyway. I had dinner with Brawlhalla Man at PAX last year,
So
or
he's
2 years
calling?
ago. So we're like
Brawlhalla Man.
completely, we're copacetic.
You guys are practically best friends.
We're pretty cool with each other.
I love Brawlhalla too. We should do that sometime again.
I am okay with that game.
Brawl Ball,
I mean,
man. So
I
good.
just
did
like
win
the
the
different
tournament.
modes.
So, my phone crashed on the Jackbox lobby.
Uh-oh.
Are they
Oh.
going to let me read? No, now there's 2 Northern Lions in here.
Nice.
Sure, why not, dude? Unfortunately, I can't hit everybody's in, so I got to start another server. Alrighty.
Well, it's been an interesting day.
Dude, you're telling me.
I've had a really shitty week, actually. My dog got put down yesterday.
I
Lisa's
saw
out of
that.
town.
I'm sorry, man.
My condolences.
Yeah. She did the right decision, though.
It's tough,
'cause
though.
Yeah, it's pretty tough. And then Lisa's flight just got delayed today, and she's stuck in a different city right now. So it's like, damn, son.
That's why we put airlines on blast in every single NLSS episode. It's because, honestly, they get away with too much.
They do. They're just like, well, we're the airline. We can do whatever we want.
Oh, we got a flight from Philadelphia to Los Angeles. When will we leave? Oh, whenever we want. How much are the tickets? $1 million.
Not Malone,
Oh my
guys.
god. Oh, we need one more. There's a new code in the Discord, Cobalt.
Yeah, the little Pomeranian. Let me check this code out here.
That wasn't the code, the gate. That was the old code. That one doesn't
That's the
matter
old
anymore.
code.
I'm being the weird dog robot pirate.
I'm gonna be the eagle today.
I'm Dr. Fox.
Rock,
I'm
flag,
with-
and eagle.
Me with the
That's Jack Black.
VR mask on.
It did sound like Jack Black, but it wasn't. It was Charlie.
Aren't they
Charlie Day?
making
Yeah.
a Get Hard 2?
I would hope so, honestly. They could.
How about an Always
really
Sunny
liked
video
it that
game?
much. I thought it was super cliche and like, I don't know.
I
didn't
thought
think
that
it
was
very
one
well
of those
done.
movies. Like it was received as mediocre, but made like $300 trillion.
Oh, is Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart, like, you know,
What could go
Whatever.
wrong?
what could go wrong? It's a stupid movie, but
Kevin Hart annoys the shit out of me. I like Will Ferrell.
Mouth, you got to answer this question. Oh, okay, he's got it. He's got it. He's got it. Did not act alone in the assassination of JFK.
Ryan.
What do you mean, Ryan?
I think we
Saying your
know.
name.
I think we know who the other
Oh,
party
man.
was.
Do you believe this is a real NLSS question? Do you
that's a tough
believe
one.
any conspiracy theory?
Yep.
Here, okay,
I-
Cobalt. What conspiracy theory do you believe, Cobalt?
Man, it's a pretty controversial one.
Okay.
It. I think.
Here we go.
Don't let us pressure you if you don't want to.
I'm pretty sure that 9/11 wasn't done by terrorists alone.
Okay.
And that our government had some play in it.
Okay, I disagree with you, but I don't know enough to back that up at all.
I've seen way too many conspiracy documentaries.
I
would you like to weigh in?
used to believe what Cobalt believed and then stopped believing that.
Okay.
Maybe I should read
You gave
whatever
up?
you read.
There was too much talk about steel beams melting, and then people came around to the whole thing.
Real
Steel
question.
beams, thermite.
I don't
But
remember.
could-
Yeah, I don't remember anymore what it was that changed my mind, but it felt like I was way too paranoid, and then I kind of saw clarity.
Maybe that's what I'm hoping that's what I am.
Mouth, do you have one?
Conspiracy theory?
Yeah.
Let me think.
Yeah.
This is a perfect background game, by the way, because you cannot look at it at all and still play it.
Correct. Yes. What? 11% of people have older relatives who forward jokes via email?
Liars. Check your emails, motherfuckers.
That is crazy talk. Apparently, Jackbox is 404ing as well here, but
Oh my god.
Wow.
I don't know. I'm still pretty sure the Earth is flat.
okay, that's just ridiculous. though.
Honestly, I don't really. Nothing comes to my mind. At least.
Okay.
I'm like,
What about every premise for every world war we've ever had?
I'm pretty sure those are real. What do you mean premise?
You
Like-
don't get the full. I mean, some of it was forced in other ways that aren't publicized, really. I don't know. Maybe I'm like the biggest conspiracist here.
Oh, is that a word? Conspiracist?
It wouldn't be hard because
I like that word.
I don't think I believe in any of them. But try me basically. The JFK one, I actually just don't know enough about it to know whether or not.
The angle on the grassy knoll or whatever, it was basically the bullet had to have curved to hit him, is what they were saying, from the point at which they found him. So there would have had to have been a second shooter, is what they were saying.
Do you
Or it could
believe-
have just been James
Magic
McAvoy.
bullet theory.
Do you
Yeah,
believe
it could have been James
it was
McAvoy.
Ted Cruz's father
That shot John
that
F.
shot
Kennedy?
JFK?
I don't believe that Ted Cruz's father shot. John
Okay,
F.
me
Kennedy.
either, but it's real funny anyway for some reason.
That's like a crossover episode. I don't buy it. It doesn't make sense. I definitely do not think there are aliens at Area 51.
I wanted to believe that when I was a kid. Now I'm pretty sure that we would have known about that by now if there were.
Oh, the Zodiac Killer.
No, not Ted Cruz himself. It's Ted Cruz's father that shot
Ted
Jericho.
Cruz as a 4-year-old.
That would have been a whole different story. I would have liked to hear that too.
Weeks and months. Jeez, I don't know, man. Like, Jack, give me some. Yeah, they're at Area 52, where you'd never look for them.
Oh.
Jack, give me some conspiracy theories. I had a really impassioned argument with my freshman year roommate about the moon landing.
Oh, yeah.
The moon landing.
He thinks he's an astronaut. So I was just like, I don't know if they did it or
There's
it's
no wind on the moon. The flag was blowing.
Well, I was like, I don't know if they did it or they didn't do it. And he's like, you don't understand. The sum total of energy required to fake the moon landing is greater than the amount of energy required to get a rocket to the moon. And like, we didn't talk to each other for like 2 days after this. I'm not saying
a good green screen. Like,
I'm not saying I was right. I was just saying I don't know enough about it to know whether they did or not. And he took a lot of offense.
Very adamant.
And I think he's probably right to begin with. That it was a little bit of an ignorant argument on my part.
How does fabric react to being in zero gravity? And it's also not zero gravity because you're on the surface of the moon. Right? Isn't there the smallest bit? Because otherwise you'd float right back away.
But it just seems like they're going to come out with footage of a faked moon landing and be like, I just can't shake the feeling that we forgot something. Oh, the flag is flapping in the wind.
I love this. They hired Kubrick to fake the moon landing, but he's such a perfectionist, he actually sent people to the moon to film it.
They would have to have like a big ass fan blowing to fake the wind too. They would have had to put thought into doing that. Like, oh man.
Well, there's another one that's good. Is they said they went to the moon, but the footage was bad. So when they came back to Earth, they made higher quality footage to use. Which I don't, again,
That's funny,
I wasn't
though.
there. It's just a funny idea.
You know, there's that conspiracy theory that we're all made from pots of clay, and that every 13,000 years that a reptile species on planet X circles within range of our planet, and they come down and like enslave us and stuff.
I asked for conspiracy theories, though.
Yeah.
Isn't that
not provable facts?
Yeah.
I've got them on video.
I've been waiting for the next one. I got my shelter all prepped. I got...
I hate the theory, and it's not a theory. I hate the stupid joke that Finland doesn't exist. Shit makes me so
it's
mad.
SeaWorld that doesn't exist.
They have a proud history, and they're, Japan made up Finland. I'm making a joke that an entire civilization doesn't exist. You mad, bro? I'm not actually upset. I'm just like, it irritates me. If someone did that about America, there'd be bodies in the streets. People would be losing their minds.
I think
Belgium
we've lost a
doesn't
lot of
exist
respect for ourselves lately.
Yeah.
So, it's okay. We're working on it. It's a work in progress.
Why don't you guys, let's all pitch in money and we'll just build like a little communal cottage thingy out in the woods somewhere.
I love my country, of course. But
It is an option.
yeah.
If this
The
whole thing
Katy
goes really
Perry-
badly, we could all just leave.
I would never live with you, and that goes for all of you.
I'm moving there. Let's go.
No, that definitely goes for me with Ryan. Fuck
Yeah,
you.
I would not. We're better off apart. It's like
Yeah.
lithium and oxygen, dude. It's better to keep us separate.
You guys
Otherwise,
got
we're
any
gonna
for
burn the
sale
whole
signs
place
around
down.
you?
Well, yes, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend it, to be honest. Instead of quarter to or quarter of, what percentage of people say it's quarter till when it's 15 minutes before the hour? What?
Yeah, I had
don't
to
even
read
know.
that
I'm
a
just gonna
couple of
click-
times.
I'm just gonna click one and hope I win. Just like a standardized test.
29%. I would absolutely. Once I'm done with this Twitch thing, I never want to see any of you again.
Nice.
Yeah,
Not you,
that's
Cobalt.
really-
Except for
Oh.
you're invited to special occasions, but everyone else, it's like a Bronn and Cersei situation, or yeah, Bronn and Cersei situation. It's like we've been so intimate with one another that we should hide from one another. We know our deepest, darkest secrets and fetishes and
Oh man.
food preferences and inner neurological workings.
Yeah, we should have stopped before we said all those things.
I know, but it's so addictive to reveal your true self to the internet.
Going high on this one, boys.
Not LeBron.
I wouldn't send my food back if I wasn't satisfied with it, just because, unless it was like really bad. If I'm just like, oh, they got my temperature wrong, like I'm like, all right, whatever.
I mean, we've been through this enough times that people already know this about me, but I have gotten the wrong entree and just never said anything.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. Where's the soup?
It's like a surprise. It's like, oh, I didn't want this before, but all right, I want it now.
Yeah, like, the universe is gonna give me this dish.
Does it really matter? It's all gonna end up as poop eventually.
It's all carbon.
Raw food for worms, man.
I mean, it's like you have to commit
Well, then
yourself
why don't
to
we all
this
just
one
eat oatmeal
entree.
every day?
I wish, dude.
Doesn't matter. We'll just eat oats. The basic necessities to stay alive. Why even enjoy food? It's just matter going into your body.
I don't think I've ever enjoyed oatmeal, but I've eaten a lot of it.
It's good for you. Thank you, Nibwobbles.
Do people
the
consider
hell?
to be their best physical feature? Butt, hair, breasts, smile, beard, legs, penis, eyes, face.
I mean, one of them is just a dead giveaway.
This was actually just the name of Hugh Grant's character from Cloud Atlas.
I feel like if you pick a gender-specific thing like breasts, then you're ruling out like all the other people. You know?
Who's gonna say penis though? As much as they want to, they're not gonna say it.
I say penis all the time.
Well, but if your penis is your best feature, that kind of sucks, right?
Yeah, I say
No,
cobalt
no.
penis all the time too.
If you get a dick pic out there, it could be the best thing for you.
Yeah, because it usually does help your life in
A
general.
dick pic has never been the best thing for anybody.
Except for Anthony Weiner.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Worked out well for Anthony Hopkins.
Anthony Hopkins is a dick pic?
What's with all
Well,
the
now
Anthonys?
Sir Anthony Hopkins because
Like
of it.
Anthony Foreskins.
You telling me the Queen saw his dick and thought it was so good he needed to be knighted?
I expect some dick pics of myself to arise one day, and when they do, I
Arise.
expect people to be impressed.
She plopped that sword on his shoulder, and then later that night he
Flop that sword, right?
That thing got around in my younger years,
Hey,
okay?
did I win?
You did win.
Hells yeah, brother.
You know we're living in the minus realm because Malf just won a Jackbox game.
Remember that time I joined Quiplash and then I won 2 in a row?
I do remember that, yeah.
No problem.
Nope. He's doing us a favor.
Yeah,
no
no
problem.
problem.
You're welcome for beating you.
Would you rather have the world's best face or the world's best dick?
Oh man.
As
Probably.
long as they're not
I mean,
mutually exclusive.
you could be in porn and you could be like the bag face guy. You know?
You wear a burlap
And you'd
sack.
be
You're like
fine.
I
man-eater
always wondered
Mildred.
where that guy came from. The bag face guy.
I would say
Does this map...
50-50.
Okay.
If you're a lady, does this also mean like the world's best vagina? Because what does
I'm
that
gonna
mean?
be honest with you. I think having the world's best vagina doesn't matter.
Bag face also works in this situation.
Unless you're going from like a spike-covered situation to like a good one. I'm pretty sure it's like a 6 of one, half a dozen of the other situation.
But
Like,
what could be the best case besides being in porn?
Well, I mean, what is the best case for a vagina?
I think we've got that
Porn?
ham sandwich tweet, basically.
Oh, you're going for like attractiveness. I was going from like a function.
I don't know what best
Oh,
means
I
in
see.
this case at all.
Yeah. Is the best vagina the one that makes you come the fastest? Or the one that makes you come the most?
Yeah, because people have different preferences, but you could say that about people's faces too, I guess. But
Yeah.
I
And
don't
some
know.
people choose manually to get a spike-covered vagina. They get piercings all over the thing.
Some people seal it up.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
And
yeah,
honestly,
put the holes and stitch it together.
I support
Real
that.
weird. Cringe,
Keep that-
cringe, cringe.
Keep that bad boy locked away. Tie it up with a ribbon. And give it away as a Christmas present.
Tie it up with piano wire if you want. Whatever floats your boat.
What percentage of people consider themselves turtleneck people?
Oh man.
100%?
Higher.
You can't be bald and wear a turtleneck. It's weird.
Yes, you can.
You can't. Prove me wrong.
Put on a toupee. They'll never know.
Bald turtleneck does not work. I don't know what it is.
You can
Bald
be
sweater
like
in general.
partially bald though and pull off a turtleneck.
Yeah, if you got a horseshoe, you can rock a turtleneck.
Definitely.
Confirmed.
I've never heard of it referred to as a horseshoe.
Well, you know, the Costanza.
Yeah, oh, I mean, it's perfect for explaining it.
The Gregor Mendel. Oh, that's a perfect question. What percentage of people have used bidets? Real talk, though, if you guys went bald, are you going to go Vin Diesel or George Costanza? But imagine, to
I'm
neutralize
gonna go
it,
wearing a hat.
imagine George Costanza is fucking ripped, though.
My
he's
head
not?
is not attractive bald. It's
Same.
like oddly shaped, I'm guessing.
I got a
How do
bump
you
on
know
the back here.
I got a bump on the back of my head, too.
I got a bump. I got like 2 moles.
I think,
I got, like,
yeah, I have a
little
mole.
triangle peak on the top of my head.
Hmm.
Please
I don't
let me-
notice it.
Yeah, exactly, man.
You have to look down from above.
I'm worried that the
15%.
little bump on the back would cast a shadow. That would not be right. If I'm walking under lights, it would cast a shadow underneath. That would be weird.
I also have a
Look at fight in the
birthmark
shade.
on my head.
You have a birthmark on your head.
It makes
Like-
it made my hair blonde when I was younger in that spot, but now
What are we
it's
talking?
silver
Are we
because
talking
I'm
Sidney
older.
Crawford, or are we talking like Mikhail Gorbachev?
It's like in the back of my head to the right a little bit, like right above my neck. And when it's, I mean, yeah, people are like, "You're going gray here." I'm like, "That's actually where my birthmark is. It used to be blonde."
Malf, you got any grabies yet?
In my facial hair on my
Yeah.
right side.
Say, I just started to get some in the chinular region.
My chin
Yeah, my chin
is.
too.
I got like the strands of red in the
Ooh,
chin.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's exotic,
my
right?
dad used to have a
Viking
big-
ancestry.
Yeah, I got that
big
too.
red one. Yeah, Danish baby.
If you shave off like the ends when it's really short and you hold it in your hand, it looks like you got allspice.
Can we compare everything to spices and herbs?
Yes.
Yeah,
on that
dude.
one?
I left something in the toilet today that looked a little bit like garam masala. What do you mean 18% of you have been to a nude beach? That is a
Yeah, that's
straight up lie.
bullshit.
I don't buy it.
That's who voted to say they have the best dick.
Damn it, I lost on that question.
Who's Gary Masala? I felt ripped off. You know, you look at an Indian recipe and it goes, use garam masala for this. It's a special spice. You know what garam masala means? All spices. It's like chili powder. Chili powder is an amalgam of spices.
I love Cajun spices.
Oh.
So,
Dude,
my
yeah,
French
that's-
fries.
French fries good. I like the Cajun turkey or Cajun chicken breast, like deli.
Yeah.
Good, it's good.
That's what I would have had a spicy Cajun mayo and steak on my personal sandwich with some caramelized onions.
I'm going to
That
raise
sounds
a bit of a
delicious.
controversial opinion. I don't dislike it, but my ideal sandwich does not have steak on it because the texture leads
Yeah.
to you pulling full pieces of steak out of the sandwich.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't like having to chew those like
I like the
chewy
texture of
bits
that.
separate of the other bread and stuff.
If you're real good at ripping it, you can tear it with the steak too. Just tear,
I mean,
tear right
but
through
you're
it.
running the gamble, right? If you're
Yeah.
ripping really hard and then you pull with your teeth, you could pull like even more out.
I'm just picky about what kind of steak sandwich it is. You
Now that
gotta
I
make
got
sure
my
you get
teeth.
a good one that's tender.
I got my
Philly
tooth back. I want
cheesesteak?
to chew it all. I want to chew everything.
Tough steak for those sucks. Pork tenderloin would be good on a sandwich.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like gonna marinate the pork tenderloin and.
Also, that's why you get really thin cut steak. You don't have that problem then.
I'm with you, but all other meats just, you know, my ideal sandwich is like a seared tuna. It just like shears off no matter,
Yeah.
like when your lips touch it, it's just like make a laser cut right here. Get a perfect cross section.
That's too ready to go. Like I want to put a little effort into it.
Yeah, save your stomach the hard work and, you know, have your mouth kind of like pre-cook it a little bit. I understand.
It's just the idea of using anything with my lips to like tear it apart is creepy to me.
I refuse to believe that more than a third of people wear baseball caps in public.
Oh, I didn't vote in time.
I do like a good tuna melt. Oh.
I like turkey, bacon, ham with cheddar on like a croissant.
Hold
I
the
like
ranch.
toasted croissant. Maybe like a little bit of honey mustard.
Has anyone on the show had an authentic Philly cheesesteak? I have. I've been to Philly.
I have
Like-
not.
I guess if technically, then no.
I believe
I don't
this
really
authentic
like
means
Philly
you've been to
cheesesteaks.
Philly and had one in the city of Philly.
Yeah, I've
No.
had one in my hometown, but I don't trust it.
It was good. I had no problem with it. I would eat it again.
Oh yeah, Philly cheesesteak is delicious.
I
Doesn't
hate
it-
the ones from Subway. I don't
Philly
know.
cheesesteaks use like melted American cheese, right?
Yeah. No, cheese whiz.
They use cheese
It's like
whiz.
nacho cheese.
Like
melty.
And then some people say like you're supposed to have, or is it provolone, and other people say that's sacrilege.
Mm.
It's hard to keep up with, like, but that's like the big thing is like the cheese that they use.
See, to answer this question, you have to be 30.
Yeah, which is why I don't put a lot of faith in this answer. Oh, 20%. God damn it.
What did I write? 22 or something?
18.
All right, that's pretty close.
You're right in there. I'm mad about it though. How do you end up playing a game of Truth or Dare after you're 30?
People come over,
Yeah.
you go to a bar, you come back with some friends, and then everybody gets a little tipsy, and then you never
gotta
know
be
what happens.
single.
I thought maybe you were
Oh.
playing it with like high school seniors.
No, single or open-minded.
You're their
No, you're
college professor.
Probably playing it with Rachel Green and Monica Geller and Joey
Right, yeah.
Tribbiani.
How
yeah.
old were they supposed to be in Friends?
They were actually 63 in the final season.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Eating
What?
brunch? What?
What
I don't
is
buy
this?
Anybody, I'll give you like 4% have not eaten brunch, and then I built in a 6% troll factor because I know people.
Wait, so if you're 30 years old, and you do the drunken Truth or Dare game, are you going to the same places you do when you're in high school?
All I'm suggesting is that they're gonna make a movie about your life, and it's about you finally getting into adulthood. It's like a Garden State, Greenberg, young adult sort of Diablo Cody picture.
Diablo Cody.
Oh,
Is that a popular streamer of Diablo 3?
When making a wish at a fountain, which coin denomination do people most often throw in and wish on?
Sacagawea $1.
You got to put in a video for Canadian Big Brother. They brought it back.
I
There's all the
saw that.
petitions. Got to do a video, man. Get on it. I'll watch every day.
What is tuppence?
2 pence?
No, I said tuppence. The type of Tupperware?
Yeah, you throw it. It's actually Mike Pence's soul trapped in a Tupperware container.
Tuppence.
Who's throwing in $2 coins into a wishing well?
$2. It's €2.
$2.
If anyone has ever thrown $2 into a well, you can no longer complain about anything related to money ever.
Oh, it increases
That's
your
true.
odds of the wish coming true.
What do you mean?
Hell no.
It increases the odds of the
That's a
wish.
conspiracy
Yeah,
theory.
that's why I always throw
Oh.
in Benjamins. I'm just like, you know,
Benjamins.
100% chance.
Man, that's paper.
If you throw in a toonie, that's 2% chance that it comes true. So, my wish is that I get $101. I throw in 100. It's all profit.
So is this why leprechauns always have full cauldrons full of coins?
Yeah, I guess so.
People
He's
like you?
right, man. The rich just keep getting richer. All you do is wish for $1 million and then throw in 100. It's good to go.
I didn't know they operated on a percentage point scale like that.
Oh,
Yeah, well, that's-
man.
I mean, Wells, I mean, operated.
It's really good.
Benjamins.
You did say Benjamins, which was also great. What percentage of people prefer to use the big spoon instead of the small spoon when eating breakfast cereal?
What?
Oh yeah, I do that.
I always go for a big spoon.
Okay.
Well, it depends if I use the big bowl or the small bowl.
Does it depend on the cereal you're eating?
They have different types of spoons for that?
I was kind of with Cobalt. I had to think about it for a minute and be like, there are small spoons.
Yeah, but I mean, I have like a uniform size spoon really for all my things. Unless I'm stirring a bowl.
It's very,
I just
very
wanna
small
ask-
spoons too.
What's the point of a small spoon except for stirring?
Small mouth.
What the
Eating a baby,
yeah.
I guess.
It's
I don't know.
just
Okay,
less
yeah.
in the way of your teeth and gums.
Nah, they got special spoons for babies.
Well, think
but
about
it's
it,
a
like-
small
Yeah,
spoon
there-
still.
you got 2 of them on your chest.
You go in with like a 45-degree tip on a big tablespoon, right? And there's gonna be like 30% of that is gonna make contact with your tongue or teeth.
What are you talking about?
Where if you cut it down to the small spoon, you're reducing the overall surface area, and the tip is going to put you at a much smaller percentage. I rest
What?
my case.
I use the same spoon for everything. Not the same spoon, but the same size of spoon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It does the job.
Here's how I go. If there's any big spoons, I take a big spoon. If all the big spoons are dirty, I either do dishes or take a small spoon.
I need to do dishes. Shit.
Have you ever decided to do something else because the thing you needed to take out of the sink was dirty?
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
Sometimes we got these. Don't even start with me on these meals from the meal delivery service. It's getting too crazy.
Yeah, man.
Every time.
You're doing that still?
They're like, hey, it's a pretty convenient meal. It's gonna take a half hour. Actually takes 45 minutes. And you need 2 pots, 1 pan, and 2 large mixing bowls. This is no longer convenient. You're trying too hard.
Mine forgot to send me a steak with my box, so
That's a
we
real
mixed
problem.
them. Yeah, we go to make the steak, and I open all the bags up, and I'm like, where is it? It's not here. And they like sent us an extra meal or something because we complained, but I was pretty much done with it after that.
Just get dishwashers.
I do have a dishwasher.
So what are you complaining about?
Well, I mean, it's just making a lot of dishes for something that's supposed to make our life more convenient.
What, being healthy?
Well, I'm just saying, it could be like, hey, here's 2 chicken breasts and some spices and like rice. Oh my God!
I want to know the
70%.
percentage. Yeah. Oh, okay.
I'm so mad.
I agree with that though, because who would want to be massive when they've seen how Godzilla always ends? When you could be tiny and run around inside of stuff.
Yeah,
Dude, 1 inch is not tiny enough to be cool, though.
It's tiny enough to
that's
hide.
pretty cool.
People can step on you by accident.
You get
Yeah,
big
but
before
that's
they
like
do.
Ant-Man size almost.
You still gotta be not an idiot if you're gonna be
Well,
small.
when you shrink, you still have the same strength, though.
Oh,
you have right now.
like I understand, yeah.
Yeah, but it's more
Oh
concentrated.
fuck!
Like an ant.
What percentage of people have entered and finished full 26.2-mile marathons?
Woo!
Okay.
I'm gonna put that right there.
I think it has to be higher, but it shouldn't be higher by much. Marathon is no joke, man.
There's a lot of people, and just breaking down per capita 2% doesn't sound that crazy to me.
Yeah, you got it exactly correct.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Wow.
That's crazy.
So it's actually probably like under 1%, but then the troll factor buffed it up a little bit.
That's not bad though for troll factor.
Yeah, all things considered. In fact, that was basically like we just teared the scale for troll factor.
Yeah.
We can now build in 2% to every answer.
Oh, that's nice.
My 72-year-old dad runs marathons. That's it. That doesn't mean running a marathon is easy. That just makes your dad twice as badass. That he's an old man and he's still running. Running a marathon is like running for 4 hours straight. That's the length of one Marvel Cinematic Universe film.
4 hours if you're bad at it.
He's 72!
Sorry, he's old.
Ooh, shakalaka.
There's a marathon they do in North Carolina, and it's like 3 full days of running through the mountains.
Yeah.
There was a documentary on it. It was wild shit. You should watch it if you can find it. Look up North Carolina Mountain Marathon. I don't remember what it was called anymore.
4 hours is also a really fast marathon. Yeah, I forgot. Well, there's that one guy, you know, Meb Khaleesi or whatever his name is. He runs them in like 10 minutes.
No, I was about to click.
I think you mean Malf.
Malf Khalifa. 11%. These people hate St. Patrick's Day more than I do.
What? I thought it was going to be way higher than that.
I always forget to wear green.
No, not Nev Campbell.
I wonder if the Irish on the whole actually enjoy St. Patrick's Day, but like for the idea that it brings them lots of tourism and attention, not because it's actually a celebration of anything in particular, really.
I think, honestly, St. Patrick's Day is one of the worst things that can happen to the whole.
Yeah.
Oh my
God. St. Patrick's Day morning.
I'm going to give it a low.
Over 40, right. This is a tough one.
Over 40.
Wow.
Raise your hand if you're over 40. Like, come on. I mean, I know there's probably some people over 40 out there.
Oh my God, 36%?
That seems higher than I thought.
There's no fucking way.
I don't buy it. I thought we had the troll factor isolated.
Oh, man.
Trolls.
You bought your high school textbooks? I gotta ask you a question. Why?
What?
Gonna reread them a few times.
No, it's never happened to anybody in the history of planet Earth.
I don't buy it at all.
What percentage of people have worn bathing suits under their clothes because they were out of underwear?
I've worn them as clothes, like shorts.
Really? Oh, okay, I see.
Like not I'm not like rocking a Speedo.
Is that true? Our sample size was 60 people that voted?
Yeah, it was low on that one.
That's
'cause people
extremely
didn't want to
low.
vote. I guess maybe, 2% of 400 is one thing. And then 36% of 60, pretty close. I could have explained that in a better fashion, I think.
Ironically, I accidentally stole a book called The Book Thief from my high school.
Ooh.
Well, that's kind of hilarious.
That's like I accidentally stole the book The Kite Runner from my kite marathon class, so.
I stole some stuff from Blockbuster, but now they're gone.
Yeah. What did you steal from Blockbuster?
Mega Man X Legends Collections. I couldn't find it anywhere else. Screw you, Blockbuster. You're never getting it back. Like, I know I had a late fee with them, but then the store shut down, so I was like, well, how can this negatively affect me? And I've never
put it
had
through the
anything
slot in
bad
the
for my
door.
credit. Maybe it affected my parents' credit or
See,
something.
long after the store is a shell of its former self, there's still that slot in the door. You just pump it through.
Just put it on in.
If you put in $100, you can just wish for like $1 million.
I don't want to alert them that I still have it. Maybe they just overlooked me. Scared a little
I think
bit.
the Blockbuster Corporation has bigger problems at this point.
Yeah.
I don't think I've stolen much in my life. I ate a grape at a grocery store when I was like 5.
Did you remember it?
My mom was real pissed. She was like, "That's stealing." And it's almost like a proto NLSS bit. I was like, it's like
Was it in the
grape?
cart? Was it in the cart or was it on the shelves still.
It was out of the produce like.
Yeah, because if they went on to buy it later, nobody would have made a fuss, right? That's you bought it.
Well, it depends if you're paying by weight. You know?
Oh, so they're not weighing the kids. They gotta weigh the kids before and after.
Well, that's not what I mean. But like, you know, when you get like 4 apples, they put it on the scale in the cash register.
Oh God,
dude, that's so gross. First off, this is 1993, and I was 5. I'm not going to apologize.
I never thought of Shaun of the Dead as a romantic comedy.
I drank a bunch of bubble solution when I was like
bubble
5.
Soap.
Yeah, like, you know, you blow bubbles with, like a big bottle of it. I just took a big swig out of it as a kid and drank it.
At the grocery store?
On your chest.
I started throwing up, obviously. One time, I snuck into my parents' bedroom, and I drank some perfume that I thought smelled good out of a bottle. And when my mom came in, she saw me, and she was freaking out. And I remember her yelling, "He drank my poison," because she was talking to my dad. And I thought I had drank poison, but it was actually the name of the perfume that I had drank.
You're a little
and I thought I was gonna die.
Oh my God.
It's okay. Your dad has a cologne called Antidote. You just have to drink that too.
You guys want to knock out one more?
Whatever.
All right, that's the trademark enthusiasm.
Thought he was gonna say lube. I don't know that I could drink.
I drink lube?
I don't think I could drink that much lube.
I was a child. I might have been less than 5, actually. I don't know. I was probably like 3 or 4.
I think the implication was that you found your parents' lube and drank it.
No lube.
It's that spicy kind that's like warm for him and cool for her.
Oh, those are my favorite.
And it has to know which kind of throat you have to know which one you get.
Yeah. What percentage of people have delivered speeches in front of more than 100 people?
Every day on Twitch.tv.
Yeah. I'm gonna hit them high with that one.
My son swallowed a nickel this past weekend. We've been monitoring him to make sure it comes out. Dude, that's
So you've been sifting through poop.
What if the kid was smart enough and actually like faked swallowing it?
He doesn't. So he wants his parents to look through.
Oh, have you checked behind your ear? Maybe he's doing magic.
They like made him eat some.
Nickel.
No, they made him eat some really crappy food or whatever. So now he's punishing them. They're gonna be sifting through his shit for a month.
I feel bad for them. What if that had been in somebody's ass before?
Well, they're gonna double or nothing.
Yeah, soon. Really.
The whole system it's been through.
It's an Austin question. What percentage of people eat out, order in, or pick up a meal for dinner almost every day?
That's
Where's
me.
Austin?
Rich people.
I mean, not really when you can eat at McDonald's for $4 a day.
How do you pull that off? Because McDonald's is really...
4 McDoubles.
It's super expensive.
$5, 4 McDoubles and a sweet tea.
I just got just a double quarter pounder meal, and it was $10.10.
Well, I don't know what McDonald's you're going to.
Did you tip?
No.
Ask everyone what job they would want to do in the army.
McDonald's. Oh.
The McDonald's
I
army.
want to work at McDonald's in the army.
I'd want to be in the Navy.
Can I work as an audio engineer for the McDonald's Corporation so that they can get speakers and microphones that don't sound like they're from 1917?
No.
Like,
you can't do that.
We can land a rocket on a launch pad and reuse it, but whenever you pull up to the McDonald's drive-thru, it's still like...
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I was sitting outside playing Pokemon Go in the car with a couple of my friends when it first came out, and there's a McDonald's like across the street from us, and we had the window rolled down, and every now and then the McDonald's person would just go, "Hello, hello, can I take your order?" And there'd be like nobody there, no car or anything. I was like, what is this person doing? They not have like a little camera? I thought they had a camera.
I don't like it. Sometimes you pull up to the first window at the McDonald's and they take your order, and sometimes they're like, go to the second window. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
they
what
split it up for efficiency.
kind of DNA polymerase are you running here?
The first window is to take the money. The second window is to give you your order.
No, but there's 2 ordering speakers. Sometimes you go to the first one, and then they push you to the second one, and sometimes you drive
Depends
to the
on
second one, and they're like, you should have
the
been at the first
volume.
one.
If it's a high volume that does a lot of business, they'll have both open because they'll have another employee. But if it's probably like a slower one or in a smaller town, they probably shut that one window down and just use the one window, consolidate it. Burger King does that. They have 2 windows, but they always just say drive to the second window.
There's some places that actually outsource that to India.
What?
Yeah, you could get on the conference thing at the before the first window, and you're talking to somebody across the ocean who takes your order and then sends it to the McDonald's you're at. It's remotely done. It's kind of bizarre, isn't it?
That seems crazy.
I guess it's cheaper.
Well, now I got a lot more sympathy for the audio quality, knowing it might be going to the Indian Ocean.
Yeah. Not a joke either. That's a real thing. You can look it up.
No, I've heard they send the order to India as well, and then the Indian McDonald's 3D prints it and then ships it back to the McDonald's you're at.
Only the first window's in India. You have to drive there.
Your grandmother told you that only jealous people are ticklish. What?
What? That's Granny.
That's true.
So weird.
You're selling the rest of us out. You can't control your ticklish.
I actually learned to not be ticklish.
Same. Yeah, I
Mind
can
over
not
matter.
be tickled.
Exactly. My dad taught, like, he kept saying that when I was a kid. I was like, you know what? This motherfucker's right. And
It's a huge advantage, because if you imagine if you ever get tortured and they try to tickle torture, you could just laugh as if you're being tortured and they think they're doing their job, but you're actually fine.
Nice. Yeah, that's why, like, if I ever get waterboarded, I'm just going to pretend to drown.
Perfect. They won't know. But yeah, I don't get ticklish ever.
I don't...
Go to town. See what happens.
I just think people shouldn't tickle each other.
Why?
Unless it's consensual
Ryan.
tickling.
It's obviously meant to be consensual.
No, I know, but then sometimes if you're like, I'm ticklish, people will just tickle you.
Yeah, sometimes that.
They take it
space
as a
gets
challenge.
invaded.
It's like Cobalt, I imagine, whenever you tell people you're colorblind. They're like, what color is this?
Oh yeah, oh, can you see this one? Like, I mean, I can tell a difference between that and something else.
There's also different types of color blindness.
Yep.
Thank you, Praetor Anubis.
Standard size envelopes by hands instead of using an instrument. So, okay. These are really weird.
Hey, one more subscriber and we get the bonus stream tomorrow. We're at 8:49.
What are you going to play on the bonus stream?
I don't know yet. It might be a creative thing. I might draw stuff. Ooh. I might do Final Fantasy 12 again. People seem to really like that.
Really? I really want to play an RPG.
I think it's a great game. I don't know that everybody agrees across the board.
I've beaten it before, personally.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it, and I know they changed some stuff. They, like, made the skill system different.
It's actually... It is different from the American version, but apparently the international version already had the license board like that. It was new to me, though, and I actually preferred the old version. So, I don't know. It's give or take.
I am just holding out until Final Fantasy XXX. Final Fantasy 30.
Got a little while left.
Dirty.
It's going to be good, though. Yeah, it's all sex.
Dude, I think that's why they started doing sequels instead of, like, new entries in the series. Is because they were like, oh, crap, if we keep putting out, like, a Final Fantasy every 2 years, we're going to be at the porn number soon.
Yep.
Well, they wanted to monopolize all of their universes and not just create them for one game, you know, and then have to abandon the storyline. So it's just a way of extending that and making more money.
Man, I mean, we got halfway there last year, and it took more than the length of my entire lifespan, so I'm a little scared, but... By the way...
This is the best question for Mouth to have gotten.
What the hell is a corn holder?
The little yellow things with the pins on the end.
You mean your fingers?
No, you stick them into the each end of the corn, so you're not holding searing hot corn in your hand.
Or getting butter all over your knuckles.
Yeah.
You want butter knuckles?
Corn
I mean, I'm one of the 14%. I'll just put it that way.
All right, fair enough. Thank you, Nightmare,
All
Roar,
right.
Roar, and Praetor Anubis.
I'll just be honest. I don't encounter corn on the cob enough to need
Sorry,
a
Presa.
corn holder, but I can see why I would want one.
Argosto.
They're
I can
fun.
understand.
Hey, it's
that.
Jay. Thanks, everybody.
My parents have some that look like little mini corn on the cobs.
Well, it's like
It's
pretty meta.
Yeah, it's so meta.
All right, I
How
hope
do
I
you
nailed
not
this
know
dead
what
on.
a corn holder is? I've never. I mean, I've probably encountered them, but like,
Mouse.
I have no idea.
Did I nail that dead on?
Ryan?
I mean, I would hope that it's lower, but I went higher. So that might tell you how
No,
I feel about
I want to
chat.
get exactly right.
How do you hold corn on the cob? Between your 2 index fingers.
You grip
Yeah,
it
we
with
have
your
corn
entire
holders, too.
fist.
But I
I
live
put
in
it
the
on
South.
a drill, and then I turn it on, and he actually did get it exactly correct.
I did?
I'm a little mad, but
You're shitting me, really?
9%.
I wanted to get that one, and I did.
You willed it.
Dude,
How
we
do
should
I
eat
know
corn on
that?
the cob. Corn on the cob is delicious. Do you have to boil corn on the cob before you grill it?
Why did I know that?
All right.
Is it that I believed? Did I will 9% to be how many people turn their chairs around? It's Goldman's only superpower. He can predict when people turn their chairs around.
His nose? He got shot? Yeah, I don't know why they didn't put that here. It's definitely in like the top 5 things I remember about Abraham Lincoln. He did get
Yeah.
shot.
And he
What?
freed all the
It didn't.
slaves.
They didn't have president on.
They also did not have president, but they had he wears black.
Well, I do
Like
think of
he's-
that.
He's Euron Greyjoy or something. Yeah, nothing about the Civil War, the Emancipation Proclamation, the Motivation Proclamation by Good Charlotte.
Gentle.
What? Oh, dope. Let's go. His face, his beard, his hat. I didn't say his name, but guess who popped into your head?
I got 2 out of 3 there. That's not so bad.
Chat, picture Lincoln right now.
Close game, dude. Close game. I'm picturing Lincoln in my head. Here's the thing. First thing, DVD box art for Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. Secondly,
Yep.
that big old schnoz right in the center of his face. Thirdly, he's really tall. He's just like a goth basketball player with a huge nose.
I just think of
big
old-timey
boy.
drawings of him for some reason. I don't think of him as a person. I think of a drawing.
Yeah.
That's
He's
weird.
a original superhero. Well, that's the end of the show today. Why don't we take some time to pick our channels? We'll start with MichaelalFox. Alrighty then.
Is he muted? He's muted.